Right,
No,
that's enough there. That's amazing that you've all met somebody famous. That's what I was trying to. That's where my mind was for a bit of an icebreaker. Like, let's say there's 7 degrees of separation between people and stuff. How many actual famous people have you all met between us? That was just mind blowing. How many Dom's met and Rob? Fucking mind blowing.
Well, they do a lot of filming in Savannah, and then a lot of celebrities bought property on Tybee when Tybee was super, super cheap, and we all used to go camp on the beach out there. And they started buying up property dirt cheap and moving out there. So it's just kind of, they were around, like, they were filmed a couple of really popular movies there, obviously like Forrest Gump and stuff. So a lot of people met people from that movie, and like Legend of Bagger Vance that's where I met all those guys. So
that's amazing.
Is this the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music or something? What's going on? The music sounded like it's changed now, but it sounded like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire like intro, like tension music.
I've got to show everybody something before we get started. I'm sorry that I'm ruining everything.
You got to do it because I've got something very special. I got creative.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up? Oh yeah, there it is.
Fucking Tarkus has a longsword.
You got Excalibur in there. Who gave Tarkus Excalibur?
But yeah, it's
nice,
amazing, fucking gorgeous. This is.
Tarkus must have found that in the bag of holding.
Yes, I'm
That's
so
awesome
right now. I want a sword.
That's cool. I also want a sword.
Who doesn't want a sword? Swords are awesome.
I'm that weird. I stand outside and I practice. Because I'm thinking of joining like a reenactment group or Renaissance group, as you guys would say it.
SCA, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a kendo club in Pooler, which is cool.
The SCA used to like practice out in the
Forsyth, yeah.
Do they still do that?
I don't think so. No, I don't think they do.
I used to see them out there, back in the day.
Yeah, I almost did it, and then I found out how much it cost, and I was
it cost money?
Oh, a lot of money.
Yeah.
Nah,
oh, it's crazy expensive.
I'm not doing that then.
Well, because the thing is, you got to have like the real armor and stuff.
Yeah, this is another thing. It's reenactment in Britain. We have something called the sealed knot, and we do everything from. We're one of the biggest things in fucking Europe, but America beats us. But we specialize in this area.
Really? You guys have to do it better than America. You guys
hang on. You do Civil War better than we do.
Oh, Civil War, sure.
Right. Whereas we do Cavaliers and the Roundheads and stuff, anything like around that area and previous. But our big one is Cavalier versus the Roundheads.
We do sword fighting really fucking well as well.
Yeah, we do medieval fairs. We do loads of medieval shit as well.
Yeah, I agree. You're better at sword fighting. We went gung fu, so.
Yeah, we've got there's the whole European
Cromwell was muskets,
All right, look. This is all great. This is really interesting. It really is, actually.
Sorry.
But
let's go.
Tonight's a really special session.
Okay.
Because tonight we memorialize Jer the Weaver. Jer the Weaver wasn't born into much. The son of a Nulb whore and a one-night stand with one of the shithole town's ever-changing roster of river pirates, he wouldn't have even existed if his mother's attempts at ending the pregnancy hadn't failed. But it is perhaps such an inauspicious beginnings that marked him for what he would become, a survivor. Forced to fend for himself from an early age, Jer survived off of table scraps and the rare kindness of strangers who pitied the child. He earned $1 per month, along with a crate to sleep in, cleaning the whorehouse. And it was in those miserable early years that he came to love weaving. When the night women got lice and were forced to chop off their hair, Jer would naturally be responsible for cleaning the mess. Given no blanket to keep himself warm, he realized that piling himself under the discarded locks was better than nothing. When his collection netted him 2 long braids, he realized that he could use the hair to create something more than just piles, and he soon took to weaving the strands together. That winter, the coldest ever recorded in the lands around Nulb, Jer survived because of his creation. His mother abandoned him, but he came to realize that he never needed her anyway. It wasn't long before he was fixing torn clothing for the women, and often their clientele as well. 1 copper per month quickly became 5, then a full silver, and by the time Jer was 14, he was renting his own room and eating regular meals. By the time he was 20, he had his own shop, making out a living through hard work and fair prices in a place filled with scoundrels and thieves. Soon after his shop opened, an assault took place on the Temple of Elemental Evil, and Nulb was thrown into chaos. But Jer had never been busier, as the soldiers and adventurers came to value his quality work and good nature. It is even said that he repaired the great hero Robilar's very cloak, torn in the final assault on the Bastion of Evil. But Jer was never one to brag, so the story brought him no fame or renown. The next decade was prosperous for Jer the Weaver, and he even took a wife. She unfortunately passed due to typhoid during the outbreak of the Year of the Gizzard. And Jer never lamented his great loss. Instead, he spoke fondly of her, keeping her memory alive to all who'd met the lively redhead. Jer was often known to rhetorically ask, "Who has it better than I?" The next decade was prosperous for Jer the Weaver. So it was when Jer was rounded up, along with any other decent residents of Nulb, to become slave or worse to the powers of the temple. Having been outraged by a recent attack on their forces, a dark-haired hill giant, a massive black direwolf at his side, came to town with insurmountable forces, and the peaceful Jer had no chance at escape, even if he'd wanted to try. But Jer was a survivor, and he was determined to live through the ordeal. Thrown into nodes of evil, a playground of sorts for the leaders of the temple, the Weaver had to use every survival skill that he had to live. And that he did, outliving any and all such common folk who'd met their same such fate. When he met JB's Jolly Bandits, he felt that he'd finally found allies who might be able to help him navigate his way out of the mazes of evil. He was, in turn, able to help them, a fact for which he was quite proud, although his humble nature would never allow him to have said so. He traveled by their side, amazed at their heroism and strength, confident that they would be able to overthrow the forces of the temple. Much of what has thus far been spoken flashed through Jer's mind as he was mercilessly sacrificed to the Red Dragon, Sithbik, by the very leader of the band he thought of as heroes only moments before. Time slowing down, as it does during the moments before one's own death, Jer could only think of one thing. JB is a motherfucker.
Oh no. Anyway.
So we start from moments not too far after Jer's death. The group of you having gathered in the lair of Sithbek. I think that's where you were still, if I'm not mistaken. And you'd spend some time identifying?
Yes.
Oh, no, you went back to the central room.
We slayed the dragon, but there was loads of gear. I can't remember. And then we were about to warp out, I thought. Wow, I can't remember. It's been that long.
We were discussing methods
You were using
of handling the dragon to the north because we'd gone and killed his mate, and he was likely to be upset about it when we got there. So
that is a fact. But it is also, I think it was that you had some means of resting because there was the... David, can you remind me, wasn't it like a mansion or something, or what was it? Remind me.
The portable hole was... Yeah, it had like a few more hours left.
Oh, the rope trick. No, I thought there was something else. How are you going to identify it?
I thought we went to like the room with the pits in because it wasn't as hot there.
Oh, it's coming back now. Fucking hell. Talk about autistic fucking compartmentalization level 10. Lego blocks. There was a sword in a room. There was the golems. We'd fought them and killed them. There was one that was very lovely, but we won't talk about him. and there was the other dragon, and there was something else. Wasn't there something with like a smelly room?
There was the room with all the gas.
the poison room.
The poison gas room.
And there was something to do with if you used fabric magic or fabric weave, you could reform something as well. That was another clue or something. Oh, fucking hell.
All right, let me take a look at the map here. I'll figure this out.
Yeah,
I'll figure this out for us all.
There's lots going on.
So,
if it comes down to it, when we get back to the north, we can tell the other dragon that his mate attacked us and choked to death on Jer.
No,
Yeah,
let's
'cause
tell
that'll
him.
work out,
Let's
sure,
tell him that
sure.
she agreed, and she's invited him to dinner, and then just fucking as soon as he like steps out, like fucking nuke him, or whatever.
And since he can't fit through the hallways, she started without him and ate Jer.
Well, she wants to meet him there. That's why you'll have to pull him off into human form to be safe, and then we'll fucking get him your rope, bastard.
I did ask
Send
in
them
the
out.
chat, Rob, do you remember what the wand was that JB found and gave to me?
I know that there was the Rod of Resurrection with the two.
Oh yeah.
There was a wand from the Earth area.
Well, so we're gonna race.
It was like wrapped in a cloth.
Luke. Where's the Luke? Sorry.
Tox is in a bag in a cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tarkus is in the bag.
This is the
with
one
blanket.
that after you fought the
rats.
Dagger and
the
broods,
Wolfman.
yeah. Okay, let's see here.
History wand.
Wand of Paralysis.
Another one?
Yeah, holds a Wand of Paralysis tightly wrapped in red cloth, which, holds a Wand of Paralysis tightly wrapped in red cloth.
Can
Jesus
thieves use
Christ.
wands? Can thieves use
How many
wands?
charges does that have?
Rods.
I think I got to roll that. All right, so let's see here. Didn't give me a number, so let's see here. I know that. Oh no, Regal Goblins isn't working anymore.
Ah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Come on.
It is. I
Isn't
got
it?
the Flayer's Handbook open on Regal Goblins right now.
Can you repost the link?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord.
Why it's not working for me? Weird.
Ooh.
Riveting live stream right now. By the way, riveting.
I mean, you brought the mood down with the tribute to what's his name, random player number 6.
Damn it! What's his name? The hero, Jer. Nothing.
Yeah, let's raise him. I'll have him as a footman.
We're
Cheers,
gonna waste a charge on
Him
Jer.
from nothing.
there is no waste.
There's no way.
There is
Jer
no
is-
waste. There's
Jer
just
is-
people.
He's partially digested.
Oh, I've
I don't
got a
think
bit of
Rod
his-
cares.
but I've got a bit of his scalp here on my armor. I could raise him from a bit.
Is
of
that how it
scalp.
works? He could just grow a new Jer with a piece of his scalp?
I think
With
the
resurrection.
Rod of Resurrection is
resurrect
pretty
Jer.
powerful.
With resurrect? Yeah.
What a waste! What a waste that would be.
Waste.
I said that.
You bring us, you smack us down this whole time, and it's like, oh, we could bring him back. You're like, what would be the point? What a waste.
I was just fucking with this guy.
You could
I-
use it.
You know, waste your goddamn resurrection on Jer. That
Waste?
NPC.
Burn his
If
chaotic
y'all
evil.
resurrect Jer, I'm gonna murder him again on principle.
It would be a
DM is
terrible
chaotic evil. Okay.
The first wish scroll we get. I wish Jared was here.
It's amazing. All right.
Who
You
wants a
gotta have a
wand?
laugh, ain't ya?
Look at
You
an
gotta have a
actual
laugh.
fucking book here instead of on the internet. Remember back in the old days when you just flipped through books? Okay, let's see here.
That's right, Rob.
Uh,
You flicked. There was no.
Discovered
no
one typically
screens.
contains 1d20 plus 80 charges. Wow, that's a lot.
That's why I asked, do thieves use
Yeah.
wands?
28 has 82 charges.
82
Fucking
charges.
hell, man.
I rolled a 2, but still 82. Fuck.
What has 82 charges?
The new wand of
Sure, it doesn't say in the
think-
description
I think-
only 2 charges left, like the resurrection ones.
No, the resurrection one was a very specific item that said had
What a
specific
surprise.
item. It listed
There's
it.
like
where-
82 out of 82. That's crazy.
Just think Just think
No,
you could
82
freeze
out
the
of
next,
100 possible charges.
you
Out
could
of
freeze the
100.
next 82 opponents we see, and we could get to the end of the game.
I already have a wonder
Just-
paralyzation. It's like made a couple fights trivial already. It's like the most bullshit thing.
That's why
I feel bad every time I use it.
Guys,
That's why I said, can
what would you
thieves?
prefer? Should I just give you everything?
Yes.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's too easy.
Who wants,
No,
when's
it's
my
not,
second wand? This one doesn't kill you. Don't worry. It won't like
I'm gonna
spit
die
lightning
now.
bolts like the other
It
one.
doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. Hey, you know, actually, to be honest with you, there are a lot of duplicate magic items in this particular module. I don't know why. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they just didn't have that many back then.
Monty Hall,
Mhm.
and they used them up much faster because GMs were evil.
All right,
and
so
unforgiving.
we're resetting here. The group of you find yourselves, you've battened down the dragons. I'm gonna say, I'm just taking control of this narratively really quickly. You batted it. You barricaded yourself in the best you could. And Pete, I don't see this in the Discord. Can you put it in the Zoom by chance?
Zoom.
I love it. Objectively heroic, JB. Not objective. Let's see here. That's the one I'm using. Let's see.
I
Here.
guess it only works for heroes.
Oh wow! It literally now opened. It doesn't work on Chrome for me. It only works on
Mhm.
Safari. I don't know why. Okay.
Strange.
Well, who cares?
It
It's
works on
working.
my
Thanks.
Chrome.
Thank you, Pete. You've not even close to redeemed yourself for what you've done for JR.
Luckily, Greyhawk has got his map open.
I hope it torments you till the end of time. All right, so the group of you have found yourself. Now, you barricaded yourselves
It's
in.
not going to torment
And
me until the end of the sentence. So
You barricaded yourselves in here, and you took rest. And actually, you would be able to take rest in this space. So, that being said, the torments of the area make it difficult for those who don't have protection from heat sources. So it's an uncomfortable break, but it's enough for you to get a night of sleep, pray to your gods, look into your books, and identify to rememorize magic spells and to learn the secrets of some of the things that you found in your journeys recently through the Temple of Elemental Evil. And I won't say that you feel refreshed by any means, because being in this place is not a refreshing place under any circumstances, but you do at least feel like, it's like when you haven't slept in like 20 hours and you take a shower. You feel a little bit better, even though you're still really tired. At least you've got some magic back. You can heal up any additional wounds and
some respite.
Some respite, exactly. So what would you like to do?
Does that mean Tarkus is
I
up and
resurrect. I resurrect Tarkus. That's all I'd like
You
to do.
can't, but somebody could.
Anybody can use a wonder resurrection, can't they? Wonder
around?
resurrection.
No, it requires a priest, if I remember correctly. And our priest has a habit of breaking magical items.
No, it just might
Well,
not work. It might
Yeah.
just might not. But it won't make
Yeah.
a charge.
Technology.
It
just
doesn't
won't work.
it doesn't. So what'll happen is when I try
Yeah.
to use it, but it's only for certain magic items.
Yeah,
It's not
Rod
every
might
magic
work.
item.
and it's in your sphere.
So
As a
if
priest.
it's specific priest items, I don't think that it has that backfired thing. But I had the
Yeah.
same problem trying to get the book to pull up.
You did? You had some
Yeah.
problems. See, it's weird, right? There's something.
Yeah, it's
Food.
It comes up, but
What are we looking for?
all right. So let's see here. I'm just kind of looking to see.
It's food.
there we go. I'll find it real quick.
Hooper, loop, and dupe, and scooped.
I'm just trying to find out, like, if a non. I mean, it doesn't say. Where does it say that only priests can use this? Doesn't say.
I had it up.
Well, it's the reason why like high level rogues get used magic device.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's a cleric. It has to be a cleric. You're right.
Right, okay, that's it then. Solved. Ruled.
It says it. That's the first line of this thing. This rod enables a cleric to resurrect the dead. That's literally the first line of the description. So
right. So
I always thought rogues could use either one of them was it wands, rods, or
like at higher levels they can.
Maybe. Might have been getting crossed over from a fighter mage I had. Not a fighter mage, a mage thief. Might be.
It also expresses the costs for resurrecting as well, and how many charges it takes. It takes 2 charges to
had multiple charges, so it's literally charges.
Yeah, if for each class it has a defined amount of charges.
Clear human cleric, so could only
human cleric
Tarkus back.
Could only bring 1 back. Tarkus.
Okay, here we go. All magic items that are not specifically suited for the character's class as a dwarf have a chance of failure. So because I'm a fighter or a priest, anything specifically for a fighter or a priest, no chance of failure.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So it's everything else. So no chance of failure if I try to use that.
So what are you waiting for?
Yeah. So if we're gonna do this, then I want to resurrect Tarkus before we rest, so that he can resurrect and then rest.
Sounds good. It's okay.
Arise, Tarkus.
All we're talking about using
Hold on a second,
all of
though.
the charges on Jer.
You don't have enough charges for Jer. He's just too powerful. Let's see here. So let's look up the resurrection spell before we go any further here, because it's special. I think like you get fully healed from it, don't you?
He may get fully healed, but he might have to pray to his deity for his spells.
Yeah, it's a Jesus level resurrect rather than a lose con and all that. It's like bing, light, flying angels and all that shit, and like totally super ace.
I've got all the books around here somewhere.
What's the other one?
Handbook.
Reincarnation, you come back as something. Then there's the next one. Then there's the one where you come back and you.
I would say it heals you fully, but you're right. You wouldn't learn your spells. That's obviously great. Okay, so, Dom, you want to describe this moment, because I mean you're using literally the most power, like amongst powerful divine magic, and although your god is divine magic.
So when I get the rod and I look it over, I'm gonna hold it in my hands, and then I'm gonna touch it to my holy axe, and then I'm gonna lay the axe on top of Thuchtrin's body, and I'm gonna say a prayer to Clangeddin, basically highlighting his bravery and his sacrifice for us and our mission, and I hope that Clangeddin uses his power through this rod to resurrect Tarkus so that he can continue in his quest.
All right, so your resurrection survival, give yourself a 5% bonus on that for the extra prayers to Clangeddin. And I actually think it makes sense. Even though, what is it? Arrhenius is a god of, a human god, certainly much akin to Clangeddin, and I believe that Thuchtrin is lawful good as well, right?
I am.
You're both.
So their gods share the same sphere.
Yeah, the gods share the same sphere.
Like
Tarkus is technically neutral good, but I play him more towards.
Which means their kingdoms are both on the same spiritual plane.
Yeah.
In the afterlife.
Yeah, I think that they would definitely be. Yeah, so just go ahead. You have to make your percentage roll though.
They can pop in and see each other. Hello there, Dwarfy. Hello. I want you to.
You do good. That it's like God TV, Chris.
This says I'm restored to full health and strength, and can immediately do shit. I've just got to survive manage a resurrection survival check, and I get full hit points and can perform all strenuous activities. None of the rest of it, because it's a rod, matters, because it's like saying that the priest that casts it needs rest and shit, but
and age is 3 years when they actually cast spell, but because it's a rod, like the magic's
it was cast into it already, so whoever put it in there,
an 18th level character.
Yeah, no, well, it's a 7th level spell. So what do you need for 7th for a priest? 13?
18 or 14, I think.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Something like that.
Yeah,
in 2nd edition, I think
big, scary numbers.
17, but yeah. They're nicer in 2nd edition. Did you roll?
Took a conduit?
I'm looking for.
It's based on your
skill check.
Based on your con, and it should be
90%.
So 95, you get a +5 bonus from Tuxtrin's prayer. So don't fuck it up.
I'll do my best.
Assuming you want to come back,
It's a 5% chance he doesn't want to come back.
If he doesn't, he's been retasked. If he doesn't come back,
and I just rolled the best number I could possibly roll right now.
3.
96.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Tarkus is a no-go.
No, that's it then. Gone. Become an angel somewhere.
Even with the boner.
That's fucking beautiful.
Arrhenius has bigger things in mind for Tarkus.
Yes.
Apparently.
Wow.
And Tarkus has spent, I mean, to his perception, maybe he's in a different place. Maybe he's spent literally years now, like on some great campaign in the plains on behalf of his god, with these massive armies, and having done so much on the earthly realm, he's amongst the commanders of these forces, the spiritual commanders. And although a messenger comes requesting his return back to his former life, Tarkus realizes that he is much more needed to his god now, and such matters are, while important, meant for mortals, unlike he. Well, at least you've been playing another character for a couple of sessions. So
all right. The messenger called him Jer, and he got confused.
I can't understand why you said you thought that's the best roll. 96. It's the worst roll.
It's called shit. I can't even put a word to it. But yeah, I was only one off. If I'd have rolled one less, I'd have been in. But yeah,
it's like
best roll because I'm just out.
Be and still fail.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't matter what the percentage was. If it was like a 35 and you rolled a 36, like that's way worse than if it was 35 and you rolled like a 79.
I blame the rod,
worse.
And I smash it in half across my knee as I curse it, because I know Tuck's got the pow. Like, I curse the rod then, as I need some explanation. Why would he not come back? I say it as I go, and I snap the fucking rod and bang it up the fucking walls. It just misses Crash's head.
Yeah, it's gone done. I mean, the magic has gone done with it within, and it's, you smash it. It brings little relief. Maybe you like bruise your knee when you smash it on your knee. Just so you know how that kind of happens. Whenever you're really pissed, you accidentally hurt yourself too.
I will cross a hit point off. Actually, I'm not.
No, you don't have to. I mean, if you want.
No, it's done now. It's done now.
Well, what sucks is they had 2 charges, so we could have used it again later. But
no, it took charges to do it. There's a.
Oh, did it? I thought it was okay.
Of number of I didn't even know that, actually.
Yeah, the cost. There's a cost for your class and a cost for your race. Fortunately, human cleric is 1/1.
Tarkus was the lowest potential target number. Like, I don't think anybody else would have been able to get resurrected by it. It was only 2 charges, and there's like, yeah.
So you do all that, and I just say, Arrhenius has him. I will not let him go.
Well, I guess the afterlife is better than here.
All right. If he is gone, we should hand him to the fire now.
Do you know what I saw when I was dead?
Hmm.
That's right. Nothing at all.
I mean, that's your typical Friday night, though, Roland.
Nothing at all.
I'm laughing like what Roland isn't. He's like really fucking pissed off, looking really like he's pouting. His bottom lip's poking out and everything.
Hmm.
He swigs on some whiskey. Fucking stupid Rod.
Wow. Something to take your anger out on. We do have another oversized lizard to deal with.
Yeah. I begin sharpening my blade. And say anything else. Just the annoying grate of my blade going occasionally.
Yeah, it's on everybody's edge. Everybody's on edge, and now you have to take a break because you're exhausted. You need magic. You need healing. You've just lost. I mean, especially for Roland, a great companion, but all of you, you've spent months, and Tarkus has been a valued member of the group, and there was such great hope when you discovered that you had a powerful artifact in hand, something capable of bringing him back.
Tarkus was a valuable member of the crew.
This is true. This is done now. Let us take his body into the fore area, and I will cremate him as I did the other warriors.
I mean, there's literally fire pits.
I will have my ceremony. Yeah, I do a ceremony burial, like like I did for the orcs when I cut their finger off and stuff. I cut one of his fingers off for his bone to keep it on a necklace, which I've got with the other orc dudes, and I burn his body.
You just got to find a wish.
No, he's gone now. Fuck off.
A wish would force him back.
It doesn't say anything about resurrection not working again if he was to find more charges or find someone that could do it.
If I get a wish, it's going to be to change the name of the fucking group, not to fucking
over and over and over again. Choose a name.
That's so chaotic.
I love you. Anyway, carry on.
Jolly bandit.
I wish I could change the entire universe with this one wish. Yeah, I wish we would name something different.
It's the Fury coming out.
All right, anyway, so I believe there's a question on the table here too about the wand usage. Is JB 9th or 8th level?
JB is 8th level.
I feel like thieves can use
at
9th level, right?
Yeah, this is what I was saying. I'm sure
Honestly, we kill and loot one more dragon. I'm probably gonna hit level 9.
All right, what level are you on?
I'm sure I had a fucking
thing. 8 or 9. I'm sorry, Pete.
I'm level 8.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm close, relatively speaking. If we kill and loot another dragon, I might hit level 9 today.
Okay, hold on a second here. Let me see. Let's see anything about the.
As Roland sings death hymn next to the fire and spits fucking spirits onto the flaming body. The whiskey. But, brother, your flesh is now concealed to your fate in heaven.
I mean, at 10th level, thieves can use scrolls.
Maybe it's just bard.
I thought thieves of any level had a chance to use.
I was probably hallucinating. No, it's probably a mage, Steve.
That's awesome.
Give me a wand.
10th level, you can start. You can start. I don't know about wands. I mean, golly, man, there's always so much little technical stuff. Okay, let me see here. Let me look up the wands. Now that I have Revo Goblins going, it's a lot faster.
What are you going to play next?
I've already got my character.
Are you going to stop in that one?
I'm sticking with that one for now. Until her...
Till she dies next?
Yeah, until her... or the objectives of the group and her don't align, she's going to stay with the group.
Wait a second. Okay, Wand of Paralyzation is a wizard-only item.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are certain ones that you can use.
Wonderfrost.
There's
I'm gonna have to use up these charges then.
Yeah, I thought all rogues got a chance to use all priest scrolls because
Anyway,
they can read
They
shit
do.
and shit.
Not priests. All scrolls, I think, but that's at 10th level, so we're not even there.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Let's move on.
Standard scrolls, everybody can use, can't they? Like protection scrolls and basic scrolls, but it's the spelly stuff because they contain spells often, don't they?
Protection's different. I think you do have one protection scroll still, don't you? Somewhere.
You've got the elemental protection one.
Protection from all elementals, yeah.
We used one of them.
You used the protection from earth elementals, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
And then you got one from all elementals, like later, I think. The group of you finish up your prayers, spending the time looking into your books. You do not gain a hit point for rest overnight, as you're just trying to not get damaged by the atmosphere that you're in. But you are able to rest enough to be able to memorize spells and pray to your gods.
I guard for 8 hours while they do that then. Just going to need to keep in there for 8 hours. So I'll do watch for a bit. And then I'll catch 4 at the end. I've got endurance. And I've got the orb. Although I am looking wounded up.
Well, Arena can swap in and out with you. She's also a warrior type, so...
3 hour shifts then, and swap around, and then we can have 3 hour keep, 3 hour shift, whatever.
I should have learned spells for dragon slaying.
That's all great. We really don't need to spend any more time discussing this. So, what would you like to do?
Well, we had like 30 minutes of roleplay lined up, dude. I'm joking.
You want to roleplay? That's fine. I just don't want to look up stuff in books and like discuss technical details.
Mm-hmm.
I look about the party, Robert. How damaged do they appear? Am I the only one who appears roughed up, or does everybody appear roughed up?
I appear fine.
I've taken some shots.
Mm-hmm.
I've bombed myself up.
I'm feeling somewhat hurty.
I'm at 2/3 approximately, like visually.
I'm at 1/3 approximately.
Mm.
Arena
Gosh, you are
condition.
You are bashed up. Oh my gosh, JB. I make JB take watch as well, the git, because he hasn't got to revise. Fucker, I'll get him up. Fucking bastard. Get him up for fucking 3 hours.
I love it. He was having trouble sleeping anyway because he just can't stop thinking about Jer.
I know. Happy thoughts. I'm giddy.
Wow.
The body's gone now as well.
Well, once we're all awake, we need to discuss the situation now because we have to return to that dragon.
Yes,
and
let's trick it.
How are we going to handle it?
Trick it.
I think we should just get the jump on it.
Can't dragons sense one another?
What would you do if you was a dragon? Let's think about this. Right, dragon says, going over there to that other dragon and then come back. Isn't he going to be waiting for us to come back and think, they'll just come back and trick and try and get me? No, we should go back and trick the fucker. We should tell him that he wants to meet and then get him somehow, or at least put him off guard, I think. That's just my opinion. I'll say little else. I'll go back to grumbling.
Might work.
Okay.
Conversely, it really might not.
I feel our best bet is to scare it. It was already scared of this dragon.
My original intent was to challenge it one-on-one.
Yeah, the best thing we can do is walk back there with the head of this dragon and say,
funny story.
This is what happens when you start a fight with us. Now we're going to pass.
I think that would send me into a rage if that were my missus. Just saying.
It would send you into a rage if it was your bottle of hooch, so let's keep that in mind.
JB speaks some wisdom.
It would not surprise me at all if the dragon is not there when we return. It probably knows of its mate's death. Maybe called its minions to set a trap for us or move its horde.
But still, this wouldn't be the first time we walked into a trap with our eyes wide open.
It's not our fault that the other dragon attacked us at Ekjir. We did try to negotiate.
That is what happened.
When we do try to trick it, do you want to then attack it, or are we just going to leave?
We need to come to a firm conclusion what we're going to do. Either I go and offer it out one-on-one, or we give you what you say. Yes, otherwise it won't fight, will it?
I don't believe you could take it one-on-one.
Oh, talk it. I even talk to it one-on-one.
If it's not willing to let us pass, then the only option is to kill it. And then we will have two prizes.
If it tries to stop us from moving forward, we kill it. Simple.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It will have an option.
We will give it the ultimatum, and if it chooses death, then death it chooses.
Oh, be it.
I'll drink some more whiskey. In fact, I get tipsy level, like in the book, like -1's hit and shit. For a bonus 10% hit points. So 10% hit point bonus, but -1's hit and -1, whatever it is. Accuracy checks. As I get slightly wrecked. I'm having a wake. Shut the fuck up, I say. I'll wink at you, actually. I'll throw you the bottle. Drink, woman.
Arena's not going to turn down booze. Not with what's coming up next.
It's the really posh shit we nicked from that fucking guy who had the ruby fucking decanter. And I siphoned the fucking drink out.
I spend the rest of the time in prayer until we're ready to go, basically.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with the dragon? Confront it? Trick it?
If we can trick it, then we should do that. If it seems like that's not going to work, then...
I've still got 2 doses of my Kyogren's ointment, so I'm going to use one and try to get some of my vigor back.
Haven't we all got prayers back yet now and spells back? We've done that, haven't we, Bob?
We're just discussing.
I mean, you can heal, like I would suggest it, obviously.
They might not want to, though, because we've only got 1 healing now, and they might want to keep his heals.
I think he's burned 90%.
When the last time someone kept the heals?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would prefer to use my potions now. That way we can use the healing magic in a pinch.
Agreed.
If we have to. If I got time to sit down and do my potion, and I think it was 2d8 or 2d4 or something like that. I don't remember what.
It's 2d4 plus 2 for a cake.
2d4 plus 2. There we go.
Yeah.
The ointment?
Yeah.
Or is that a healing potion?
That's a healing potion.
Yeah.
The ointment's 1d4 plus 8.
It's weird, yeah. That's right.
1d4 plus 8.
Yeah, Cogmans, you can split into 3 or use it as 1 for more.
I'm going to use the whole thing as 1.
Yeah, that's it, man. Get it down here.
All right, so that's 2, so I get 10 HP back. So I'm at 27.
I've got a really basic healing potion and 2 bits of Cogmans left. So I might take my basic healing potion for 2. Mind you, that's a good fucking first aid potion, that is. The basic healing potion.
Yeah, but realistically, it's not great for doing something in combat because it doesn't give you enough hit points. You'll probably lose more.
But if somebody's down, it instantly will bring them back to naught, won't it?
True, that's true.
So I'm not a healer, so it's like ram a basic potion down just to fucking stabilize them. That was my thinking.
So we're doing all this before our like quote unquote rest, right? This is what we're doing now.
Depends.
Well, we're just discussing. So
yeah, we're working out a plan, and then we're resting, right?
JB's using his Cogmans. Doesn't seem like anybody else is. If you're not going to do healing, then I'll use.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Because I thought we were doing this, and then we were like Rob said, we create like a barrier, then we're going to heal. We're like working out like shifts for watches or whatever.
I don't care.
Okay. He just wants to get going. All right. So okay. I'm going to make my part really quick. Gray Ash and Roland, how do y'all look?
I'm
at 2/3. I'm at 2/3.
I know Gray Ash, you were pretty beat up. How do you look?
I'm fine. I've used ointment already.
All right, and then JB and Arena, how do y'all look?
I am now at 2/3.
Okay.
Arena's looking pretty good. She just swigged a potion, so
okay.
pretty okay.
So Roland, 10 hit points.
Ooh. Okay.
And then the rest for me, and then 14 for me. So, and that's all I have now. I have to rest. Now I'm doing the rest. I'm done. I'm meditating. I'm out. That's all I'm doing.
You notice, as you heal me, like I scratch a mark on like my scabbard somewhere. Like each time you've healed me, I've scratched a mark.
Interesting. So yeah. So all right.
All right. Poor guy. Lost his only friend.
Each mark on the scabbard is a shot. I shall drink it back at the pub when we get out. in celebration of Clangeddon.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have that chance. You heal up before you rest, as Dom just described with Tucktrin healing, casting those healing or summoning the divine energies of his god to heal you. And then you're able to take rest, do everything we've described before. What would you like to do?
Go fight a dragon.
Have we got invisibility still?
I've got invisibility.
I've got one pot of invisibility, one drop.
It's not worth it.
Let's just approach the dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then. Fuck it, I don't care. You know what Roland's like.
All right, we're going.
To make up. Yeah, I walk then.
All right, so you head to the north.
This party's unreal.
From your base in the south, passing through a long, narrow passageway on either side of which there are multiple other chambers or hallways that you could explore, some of which you've looked at, some of which you haven't. You eventually come up to the room with the 8 doors. Let's see here. Looks like you have been taking a bit of a roundabout way. Are you going the same? Which way are you going from?
I would probably just go straight north.
Go straight north. Okay. Yeah, as you deduce, very clear passages that you've already previously explored connect, and you're able to maneuver your way up and through the fire pit, as it is described, back to just close to the entrance of where the dragon lies. We'll say you're kind of, there's an elbow. If you head to the north, there's an elbow that turns to the west. Once you go around that elbow, that's where you're able to see the dragon. And the massive, or the 10-foot circular portal to air behind the dragon's pile of treasure. There are also, as you know, a number of fire pits in this room, blazing, and heading down to the south, where there is a smaller room within which is a dragon statue that the dragon had actually initially asked you to go get, but then sort of convinced him through some sort of special connection he seems to have towards other evil creatures now, to bypass that and just entreat you to help him speak with Sithbek, his former mate, and now future armor for some of these. Maz, however, remains to the north. So how would you like to approach?
I've forgotten that. Fuck. Yeah, with the dragon. Little dragon. What should we do, guys? What do we think?
If we can avoid the fight.
Drag face.
We don't need to
Sneak around and have a look with your cloak of non-visibility. Have a look. I'll watch your back.
I mean, let's keep in mind that the dragon knew that Greyhawk was floating around like a balloon, so I will probably not fool them, but we'll give it a try. I'm going to go invisible, and I'm going to attempt to move silently, as well as attempt to hide in the shadows as some extra invisibleness, just in case it actually works.
Okay. So you can't act, I've heard this in the recordings, and I have been meaning to mention this. You really can't hide in shadows while invisible. While invisible. Because there's no you're either blending in or you're hiding in the shadows. You can't do both.
Yeah.
I mentioned that it becomes important. It hasn't really been important, but it becomes important now because there are some things
that can see through invisibility spells.
Through the magic of the magic, but not necessarily the mundane. And that's why thieves can be useful at higher levels. So
which is why
approach however you like, but just keep that in mind. You can't actually do both.
Keep in mind that JB wouldn't actually know that because magic is stupid.
I think he would miss that. I mean, you would just know it intuitively. You don't you're not really casting a shadow. You know what I mean? You're not a shadow. You can't see yourself, kinda. I mean, you can because you know where you are, but you're the predator. You know what I mean? So
are there sufficient shadows in the area to hide in, just in general?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
It's
first,
the whole of it is very you guys are carrying torches and stuff, or you're not in this because it's actually kind of a glowing light, but there's tons of shadows in this place.
Okay.
It's lots of bright and darkness, contrasting.
All right, we'll use the thief skills then because my intuitiveness is that the dragon could sense Greyash because of the magic. I wouldn't necessarily have put two and two together with the invisible cloak, but if y'all are telling me I probably would have, I'll take it.
Rob, as he goes to sneak in, I prepare my potion of growth into my belt. I'd move my potion of growth into my fucking belt.
Nobody likes a bracket, Roland.
Just in case that dragon does kick off, so I can get bigger.
Okay, so you approach, JP approaches, and he's kind of moving up and moving, I mean, the rest of you see JB move off into the shadows, and then you lose track of him fairly quickly. As he moves away, doesn't make a sound. All you hear is the crackling of the the rock and magma and things like that. The fire of this place. JB seems blending completely. You move around the passageway, and you look around the corridor to where the dragon lies. And Mazniel is essentially where he was before, pretty much. And he's in sort of a lying down position, as if he were going to be sleeping. But his neck and head is sort of snaked up, and he's turned his head towards another creature that it seems to be speaking with. This other creature is a man of sorts. Muscular, red-skinned man with black mustache, black, top knot sort of hair, mostly shaved. His mustache is long and sort of dangly. He's shirtless. His bottom half is sort of wreathed in flames, he's standing in fire. It looks like there's fire coming off of him. He's 9 feet tall. And I mean, there's a certain awe about him. He's obviously a magical creature. There's almost sort of magic emanating off of him. And you hear him speak. He's speaking in Draconic. Do you speak any dragon language?
I do not. Does it seem like they've seen me?
No.
I am backing the fuck up. I'm going back to the party and telling them there is a big fucking red guy talking to the dragon. And I don't want to be near them when they see the other dragon's head.
Do you mean red guy?
A big guy with red skin and like big long mustache, shaved head, and he looks to be about twice or more of the dwarf's height.
Red skin.
I don't know 9 feet tall, so I measure things by lengths of Denny to be.
Did it have
so like 6 of him for 9 feet?
Sure.
Chris, what would you say? I mean, not Chris. David, what'd you say?
Asked if it had horns. Asked him if he saw if it had horns. The red-skinned creature.
I don't think you mentioned horns, Rob. But...
Then the advantage is ours.
Yeah, horns, but just let me make sure, just in case.
Those interested in looting Tarkus's corpse, i.e. JB, I put a list of all the stuff he had on him in Discord and in Zoom.
JB already knew all that stuff.
I'm thinking like demon or devil or something.
He checks everyone's pockets.
Would be not great.
Okay, I did take.
Did not have horns.
Okay.
Did have horns.
I think you took the +2 broadsword.
Strange.
I took that shield.
Yeah, and the sword because it was your skull sword. The pommel.
I'll grab that potion of polymorph. Yeah, I like that.
Scroll of tongues. You said I could use scrolls. Could I use the scroll of tongues and understand?
You cannot use scrolls until 10th level.
And I'll take your holy symbol, and I'll take the footman's mace +1 as my backup weapon because I've got no other weapon.
Are you really doing this right now while you're standing in the corridor waiting?
No.
This is all what happened.
I'm sorry. No, that's bad GM. That was bad playing. That was sorry, GM.
I was like,
we were doing all this while some angelic chorus was yapping on about Jer.
We did that way.
Eavesdrop on them from around the corner.
Yeah, spoiling.
You don't need to show yourself to them. Just listen.
I have a potion here of clairaudience, and I have the helmet of languages. We could combine them. Here, Greyash. I passed to Greyash, or Black Smoke, as he's now known, because he's the most clever, isn't he? He's the cleverest in the group, so he's most likely to understand what they're going on about. I give him no choice. I just put the helmet on his head, like a donkey straight on his head, and I rummage quickly in my pack, grab the potion of clairaudience, and offer him a draft. We could spy on what they say.
We can do this, but
I am mistaken. He actually did.
He had horns.
Hold on. Yes, he had
the helmet. He thunks the helmet on Greyash's head so hard that Greyash's armor is dispelled.
I haven't had armor for a while. The cloaks and the bracelets and whatever. I can use this potion, but like they're not that far away. I was asking if you just listen from the corner first, but we can try this. Whatever. When are we going to get to use this? I'll drink the potion.
Yeah.
Well, you never needed to when Tarkus is about, because Tarkus could just do it innately.
Yeah, but now we're right down the corridor now. They've got no chance of knowing we're here.
Tarkus couldn't be bothered to come back and join us, so, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
I should drink the potion and listen in on them with the helm of comprehending languages.
Yeah, do it, man.
All right, so you're going to do that.
That is what is done.
All right, so you hear in Draconic, you hear a kind of a seductive male voice, very sort of eloquent, you might say, speaking to the dragon Mazniel, whose voice you've heard before, so you're sort of familiar with the sound of it in comparison. And the one voice says, "Be patient now, be patient. Wait moments, they're on their way. I've been keeping an eye on them. Remember, there will be no vengeance if you are hasty. Just stay patient, stay calm." And in return, you hear like the dragon respond with, "They will pay. They have betrayed our agreements. They have killed my mates." And they're kind of going back and forth between the one speaking voice speaking to the dragon, trying to convince it to be patient.
I swear under my breath, it's like, shit. Whoever this creature is, it knows what we've done and has told the dragon. It knows we're on our way, and it knows we've killed its mate. I think it was going to try and trick us as we were going to try and trick it.
By Telch's beard, what next?
Nice pull. Nice pull.
Listen, all I know is that if we had gone with my plan, Jay would be just as dead, but we wouldn't have to deal with the second dragon.
He has a point.
They're waiting for us.
That's the worst part. I do have a point.
What should we do? Maybe all-out attack is the best option.
We don't know what Tolly McRedface is all about.
We don't.
So it was a man about man height with horns, red skin.
Not man height. 9 feet tall.
9 feet.
Yeah,
it's probably like a devil or a demon.
With
Something
horns.
Not good.
You might even be taller
yeah.
than him. Yeah, he's 9 feet tall.
Fucking hell. That's the kind of stuff my grandmother used to talk about, you know.
No, actually, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. He's 12 feet tall.
Oh,
my God.
Okay. Thanks.
If they are in
Right.
age with
Thanks
like
for
9 or 12. Okay, so he was two. He's
It's okay.
2 roll-ins instead of 2.
Roland can summon demons and shit.
Once we get
I
to
mean,
9
you've
feet
seen
tall,
giants
there's
like that
no
are
real
taller than this
difference.
guy. He's not enormous, like in compare. Like
But
giants.
he's clearly intelligent. That's where we're having some issues.
yeah, and he knows what we've. How has he even
Fucking
been
like you
watching
normally do.
us?
I'll take the helmet back off. Black smoke.
Maybe he's not been watching us. Maybe the dragons have an innate ability to just sense one another.
Hmm.
We
I don't
none
think
of
so.
us are fucking.
It sounded.
It doesn't.
overly
It
knowledgeable
doesn't
about
matter
this
at this
iconic.
point. We either
Yeah.
wait and hopefully this second person leaves, and we stick to the original plan. We approach them now. We either wait, we approach them now, or we try to find some other way. We really only have 3 options.
Let me just rub his cogments on and let's just go in. Hit him with everything.
We should just go in.
Hit him with the-
I get a
hit him with the
feeling that
one-
this.
hit him
I
with
get
the
a
one
feeling this
Apollo-
demon is just gonna poof into smoke the second we walk in. It doesn't.
How much is cogments, Bob? Was it how much is for a cogment ointment to rub on? I rub one on.
D4
1d4
plus 8.
plus 8.
What?
Cross one off.
D4 plus 8.
Roll that for me then, Bob, for us.
Are you
You got
kidding?
D4. Then you got
Okay.
D4 in front of you.
Hasn't the DM not got enough to do?
I know. Seriously, you can't get fucking roll. It's 10.
10. Okay, so I'm at 76 now. Okay, I'm only just slightly scratched.
Thank you,
Mm.
thank you, Luke. You're you know what, Luke? You get 100 XP.
I thought I'd have got 200 XP for clever idea to listen to Dragon Conversation, but I never got it.
Well, maybe if you weren't such an asshole, I would have been kidding. Just kidding.
Come on then, let's fuck them up. What spell should we go in with first? What you got, guys? Let's hit them hard and go in fast. Rock and roll.
Hmm.
I adjust my buckles and get ready with my potion of growth. That's me ready.
I'll probably open with lightning bolt.
Good man.
Usually as well.
Are you going in
I'll
invisible?
probably open with stabbing things.
No, there's no point.
It's okay. It's okay. What you got? Any prep spells?
If we look at where the chamber is, where the dragon is located, it's a pretty large. It's a fairly large chamber, but there's a hallway on the other side of the chamber that may be too big for a dragon to fit into.
Things.
So we could just cross the chamber and make the dragon come to us. Trap it in the hallway if it tries to fit. Lightning bolt it and attack it.
We should
turn
also
corners.
Will probably come from those.
Turn corners and avoid its breath weapons or its fire breathing.
We should at least spread out a little bit, like left and right.
Absolutely expect more elementals, just like the last dragon.
Very well then.
Pits are going to be filled.
I'll go to the front with the orb to distract them. You spread, and then just hit them while I'm talking. I'll look like I'm busy trying to deal, and just fucking bailing on them. And then I'll start moving. I'll stay frosty. I'll start to walk forward.
You have that shiny skull. I thought that gave you some abilities that could help us in a situation like this.
Yes, it will bear their interest upon me when I lift it. Especially if this creature with horns is evil, as I suspect. It'll be enamoured by the sight of the skull.
Did I not hear somebody speak about it bringing forth creatures?
Nah, I would not do such a thing. What idiot are you?
I'll do it. Gimme.
Nah.
Gimme.
I have no control over them. Other than what that...
If I'm in the hallway right where near JB's marker is, can we hear talking coming from the chamber? Or can I hear talking coming from the chamber?
Where's JB's marker?
On the
JB doesn't have a marker, but
sorry, Grey Ash. Yeah.
No, you can't hear anything from there.
Okay. I'll move up some. Like to the corner.
Right then. I subtly prepare myself.
Pretty much gotta be here to hear really anything. Like at least that close.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I was kind of given
right, because he's a thief, he has hear noise.
Yeah, he could hear noise. So
legit, I got
you. You could hear that they were talking, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to hear that.
Right. I was just wondering if I hear any shouting or I see anybody walking away.
I think the fact that I couldn't understand the language meant it really didn't matter. Just I heard noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right here.
Just listening for my name.
Right then, move forward.
Boys.
No.
You know, last fight, did I use my fucking that javelin of lightning? I missed with it, didn't I? My last one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Your last one.
Yeah.
All right. So
going.
Okay, so you start going over there.
Yeah, I'll go in with the skull raised.
Okay.
And hopefully the party's spreading out.
I follow behind and because I know he's going to engage. I want to be like going to cross to the side.
Yes.
That's my
So
plan.
you're hoping Roland will walk up to him.
That's pretty much what he's going to do, right?
Yeah.
That's what he said he was going to do.
Okay. So the okay, Roland goes. Okay, let me get this set up here. Who is going? Let's get some more specifics here. Roland is going up there. Who is going with Roland?
I am.
In. Tucktrin as well.
I'll be behind those two.
I'll hang back a bit. I'll hang back a bit with my bow ready so I can attack from afar and not be in the path of a breath weapon. Because we've run out of cannon fodder.
I'm going to be on the opposite cover to JB just because we're both of the same mindset that everybody else can perish first.
All right, I don't want them to perish. I just don't want them to. I just don't want to perish instead of them.
Yeah.
So Grey Ash is going to sort of disengage from that group and go across the hallway to the other side.
And
Yeah.
And Rob, I want to cast protection from fire on myself.
Okay. So you do that and you go around the corner and you see the massive red dragon lying there. Once again, it looks as though it's like sleeping. It's making these big, heavy, deep breaths. Its head is like, down on the ground. It's in this sort of like big curled up ball, I guess you might say.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice something else about it. It looks twice as big.
Okay.
That's one pissed off dragon.
It's just fighting a mega mighty beast.
Enormous. It's twice as big.
It's been buffed.
And it just seems like it's just kind of sleeping as you approach. Is there anything specific you're doing as you approach?
It's definitely faking being asleep now.
Well, I have the orb.
Or it's sleeping the way a cat sleeps.
But we don't see the other creature. He's missing.
Not the other creature. Nope.
Okay.
Fuck. Fuck, you wanted to kill him as well. Instead, I think to myself.
Oh, you vanished the second we walked up.
I look around, Bob.
All right, so you do that, and then things start happening.
Vague and ominous.
Okay,
the best kind of things.
You're all like, what's going on? Like, what? Why is nothing going on? Why is the dragon like not moving or whatever? Like, what's going on here? And you're all sort of like just doing that. And Tuktrin, Roland, and Arena find themselves now divided from JB and Greyhawk as a huge wall of fire just bursts up in the middle and across the corridor that passed through. Enormous. And you can see now standing in the back of the room is this 12-foot tall, red-skinned.
I'm going to kick him to death.
Who might look familiar to some of you.
It's Jay.
Oh my god!
Oh, all right.
Jay's true form.
I even have the mini too, actually.
Oh god.
Who was that?
That's pretty bad.
It's a guy.
I'm not going to say what it is.
I know what it is.
Oh, no,
I think most of you guys are probably going to know what it is. It's legendary.
Yeah, they are legendary, literally.
And not in a good way. Not in a good way.
It's a whole new world.
All right, so those on the other side of the others, the JB and Greyash have their own concerns, however, because on the other side spring out 4 skulls. They're like human-sized skulls from the flaming pits to the south.
Wow.
Yeah.
Simultaneous. They're human-sized skulls. They come out and they're just these flaming skulls, and they start zooming out at you, mouth open.
They scream.
I should actually say, JB. Pete, which JB's hide in shadows?
JB's hide in shadows is 60%.
Okay. Zooming at both JB and Greyash, you can see them like they're dividing, and they have their mouths open. They're completely silent as they're moving towards you. They're just like zooming, flames trailing behind them. All right, so let's do some declarations. We'll start with the people who were at the fire, the northern part of the fire. Roland, why don't we just start with you? What's Roland doing?
Drink potion of growth.
Okay, smart. What about Tuktrin?
He's stunned. Doesn't know what
Other
to
than
do.
that, tumble.
Yeah, no. Oh man. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Right? And
Arena's
what
gonna
about
defend
Arena?
the,
Yeah, I was going to say. So Arena is in an interesting position because Arena was a little bit back. So she's basically right at the wall of fire, and I kind of want to just let's see here. Yeah. So, the wall is 20 feet high.
Wow.
So there is a arch at the top of the. So it's like an arch, an archway, the opening, and the peak of that arch. It's actually like a pointed arch. The peak of that arch is 30 feet. So there's like a little opening kind of at the top of the firewall, the wall of fire, over the 20 foot. But otherwise, looking to the flames that are right next to you, they seem to be so thick that like you can't even see through to the other side.
Oh well.
Inconvenient.
Arena doesn't have the ability to fly, so that extra description is of no use for her.
Still,
sorry, but yeah, no,
you could also like climb a wall, or like, I mean, I'm just
important to know. Arena's just gonna have to defend the spellcaster for now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna do. Sword drawn, defend the spellcaster.
Makes sense.
All right. So being close to the wall is like, it's fucking burning. It'll burn you. Even Roland and Tuckstring, you can feel the heat emanating from the wall. It's so hot, it hurts. Well, I mean, both of you are protected from fire, right? Both of you?
Yeah.
Because Roland is as well, right? Doesn't Roland have like a ring or something?
And I've got
Roland has the orb.
Oh, the orb with the fire gem. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so the two, but you can feel it. Like, I mean, you know, just because you're protected from it doesn't mean that you don't understand that there's like this wall is it's like really powerfully on fire, and you can see your companion back there. Does that change what you want to do at all?
Me? No. I don't have many options this side of the wall.
All right, so let's go to the other side of the wall. So these skulls, again, they're flying, and they are flying fucking fast, like super fast, almost twice the speed of like a normal man. Greyhawk.
Did you say there were 3 or 4?
Huh?
Or did you say there were 3 or 4? Or did I?
4. One from each pit. One from each pit.
Okay.
But all well within movement range to get to you. What's Greyhawk doing?
I'm gonna try and lightning bolt and hope it gets off before they get to me. Maybe I should use the wand just in case they do get to me. I see them flying towards me really fast, so I guess I'll try the wand because I know if something hits me, they'll do nothing.
Yeah. And what about JB?
There's not going to be enough time to pull back my bow and fire, so I'm going to drop it and draw both my daggers and just try to impale one as it gets towards me.
All right.
And I am using both daggers on one of them. I'm not trying to split it.
Okay, that sounds good. And I'm gonna invoke what has now become tradition for our first initiative of the night. Dom, do what you got.
Sorry, guys.
The sound of exasperation before you even told him it was him.
Yeah, I already knew, and it's an 8.
8.
Yeah.
11.
12. Oh no, a 3. I need Macedonia's magic.
I go on 10.
11. Meow, 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 meow.
I go on 10, but I'm delaying until something comes within range.
All right, so you guys rolled an 8.
Yep.
All right, 9.
Nope.
All right, so on 9, the skulls.
Wow. Fast, Jesus.
So the skulls are so fucking fast. They like zoom across the room, and as they do, they open up their mouths, and they're like, and these fiery like missiles shoot out of their mouths and plunge into you. It's like 4 missiles hit JB. 4 missiles hit Greyash. Greyash, you've cast this spell many times. It's a magic missile spell. Like, you know this spell. Magic missiles are literally coming out of these skulls.
Oh no.
Greyash takes 15.
15,
Oof.
Jesus Christ.
Pew, 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 pew. Uzi fucking 9 mil. 3-man burst.
Oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong, David. I'm sorry. That is not the right. Just a rip. We're redoing that. I made him. But that is right. That is right. I'm sorry. That was 2 attacks. That was right.
Okay.
That was right.
When you retcon the retcon.
No, I retcon my retcon. Yeah, no, that was right. Dang, man, that is a lot of damage.
It's like this.
Oh, we are in a node in the Temple of Elemental Evil.
And JB
Why are we here?
takes 11 points of damage.
Because this dragon wouldn't let us out.
Yeah. Okay.
That was at 9, 10.
I go on 10.
I also go on 10, but I'm delaying. So
We rolled 8, right?
We rolled
yes. If anything comes within range of Arena, she just strikes it.
19. I'm gonna hit AC -2.
Yeah, that's good. Now, so they are hard to hit, but
Wow.
yeah, you managed to crunch into the skull.
Good shot. Fucking hell.
Right. And that's just one attack right now, right? I do my second one at the end.
You have 1 in each hand?
I have one in each hand, yeah.
No, you do them right now together.
Cool.
The one at the ends of the rounds are for the fighters because they're using the same weapon. Literally,
Gotcha.
their attack at the end of the round. You know, it's like your bow.
Yeah. All right, so that is a 4 and a. Okay. I'm gonna roll these again. It was a 4 and a 3, but I'm gonna roll these again. Black is my +2, and not black is my +1. And that is a 3 and a 2. So I did 8 damage.
All right, you managed to stab a hole in its head and knock off a chunk of it. It's small. I mean, you definitely feel like you're doing damage. Like its jaw is now a little bit askew, and it gives you confidence at least that perhaps it can be actually killed. That was at 10, right?
Yeah.
11.
Drink pot.
11 is and wand.
Miscellaneous magic.
Yeah.
What
Yes,
happens when I drink the
one
pot?
works, 2 does something else.
What's the pot?
Growth.
Pot growth.
Yeah.
Does it work or does it do something?
74. Oh my, that's like the worst thing. The fireball as wand. This isn't going to do anything to them, is it?
Oh man, Bamba. Bad luck.
I think no
Could be
fireball
worse, though.
damages.
Well, they
Or
might just be
fireball
resistant,
wand
not
the
immune.
fireball.
Yeah, it might just be a debuff on the attack or something. It's better than a fucking turning the world upside down or some shit.
Wand of fireballs. 2E.
Potion of growth. Each 1/4 of the liquid consumed causes 6 feet of growth in height.
Wow.
All right.
So drinking the entire
Fireball.
potion increases your height by 24 feet.
Hang on, let him do the one first, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the fireball explodes. Are you immune to fire? So you shot a fireball at something that's right in front of you?
I guess I was like aiming like through them. I don't know how that's gonna work because it's like lightning bolt is what I was wanted to do. I wanted to like get them all lined up, but so it might hit the wall like directly in line, or the first one. I don't know how that works.
You lost initiative, so
Boom.
creature, and you used the wand specifically because you were worried about losing initiative. So
Yeah.
I mean, they're like right up on you. So you shoot the fireball and it like explodes everywhere. Go ahead and roll the damage. What, 66 or is it 5d6?
It's the one. So it's I just looked it up. Where'd that tab go?
It's not like the devastating super wand, but it's not gonna feel good.
It's 66 with ones counted as twos. Which I didn't already. 6, 7. 23.
Hold on a second. Oh, you lucked out. I just lucked out so bad. That would have hurt you. So, like, you fire the fireball, like, it shoots at the creature, directly at the creature, and you're like, fuck, like slow motion. You see the fireball, like, coming out of the wand. It's like, it hits the thing, and you just know it's gonna explode. But instead it goes like and just completely as the creature seems to be resistant to the magic. And
Yeah, I thought so.
no, not like that it's immune to fire. Like the magic literally didn't, like, it just dissolved when it hit it.
Melted off it like. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that was at 11, right?
No, pot 11. What's the growth pot do?
It does nothing of use. So the growth potion increases your height and by 6 feet for each 1/4 drank. So up to 24 feet if you drink the entire thing. It also increases your weight proportional, but it provides no combat bonus. It just increases your size.
It's not the same as in large.
It's actually a detriment to you because instead of getting large attacks on bigger creatures, you now attack as if they're small and medium because they're the same size as you.
No.
So I've drunk one draft of that then, and I'm now the same size.
Yeah, what, 12
foot?
13 feet?
I'm like, yeah. Rather than 6 foot today. So 6 foot, like 12
Everyone
foot.
thinks it's helping him, He doesn't know it's not helping him.
Largest half in the world.
That's so fucking Roland.
Well, they're definitely going to be looking at Roland.
We've had a failed resurrection survival, and now we might have a TPK. I don't know. See what's gonna
Maybe.
I thought that'd been a buff growing. Oh well, never mind. Tough shit. Onwards.
Yeah, you're tall. Okay, so
yeah.
Oh, actually, there is a slight advantage to this. Is that Roland grows to be 24 feet tall, which means you can now see the wall.
6 foot. One draft, which is 6 plus 6, 12.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't drink fucking all four.
So you're right. You literally don't get the advantage I was about to tell you. So forget it.
He does get an advantage though. His movement rate increases to a creature of that size.
Abdul, what's his name's got nothing on me now. Abdul, that guy from the Eight.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Good one.
That's him. Fucking hell.
Let's do it. Was he even that tall compared to today's players? I wonder, but not really very much. So Roland grows. That was at 11, 12, 11. Anybody else on 11?
No.
I shout out things because I can speak for free.
Tarkus, when does your spell ping?
All right, so the Afridi, the red man, sorry, the red man, the muscular red man, he's appeared, and at that moment he looks around and with a big smile on his face. I mean, just this great smile on his face, and And he gives like a big belly laugh. And then he sort of swirls around into like a wispy dust kind of thing.
Please kill Santa Claus.
And zooms out of the room over the top of the flames.
Mm-hmm.
Greyash and JB, you see like this kind of like smoke creature fly over the top of the wall.
It's the real black smoke. It's the one from Lost.
Yeah, right. Sounded like
then we're fine. They don't have a plan.
Fucking hell.
That's where the similarity is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We have no fucking idea where this is going. All right, so the creature flies over. It's not actually can't able to go that whole bit. Yeah, it zooms away. All right, so that was at 12. Anybody else on 12? 13? 14?
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to, being as there is now only one enemy in front of me, and I declared to protect the spellcaster, I'm going to engage the one target in front of me. I'm just going to go and attack that dragon.
Good call.
Oh, let's see if I can hit this little bastard. 19, 13, AC -6.
Go on, Matt.
AC -6. Come on, bro. You got this.
Kill a Valkyrie woman. Ha ha ha.
2 plus 1, 2, 4, 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yeah, she only has a short sword and she's specialised in it. If she'd have picked up a long sword, but I didn't think it fit the character.
Hang on, short sword against large is D8.
Yeah.
Plus specialisation is 2 at least, plus 2 damage, plus your strength and stuff.
I get plus 4 bonuses and then I roll 2. So it's a 6.
Oh well.
Well, wait. This short sword's plus 2. Specialization's plus 2. Do you get a strength bonus? No, you have 15 strength.
Oh well.
Okay.
No, I have 16th strength, so I get plus 1 damage. I have short sword plus 1, so I get plus 1 damage.
Oh, it's only plus 1.
I've got specialization, so I get plus 2 damage.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I would have given you better stuff if I thought that you'd never that Tarkus would never.
I like to be the underdog because it makes me feel good when I come out the other side of a battle.
I actually like. I don't mind playing an underpowered character. Actually, I think that can be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You're more than just the damage you do in combat, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you get more time to branch out in RP and try and avoid combat.
And then when you get powerful, it's especially satisfying.
Yes.
All right, so the newest member of your group rushes in, plunges a
Toothpick.
short sword valiantly between a couple of the plates of the dragon, doing some damage. But it'll take such blows to bring this creature low, this huge, enormous, monstrous creature. That was what, like 13 or 14 or something like that?
It was 14.
14, 15?
15.
Doctrine.
My spell goes off. Just it's Axe Storm of Clangeddon.
Do it. How does it work?
I for the next 3 rounds I get an extra attack with each axe every round.
Oh, that's right. The Axe Storm.
Yep.
Amazing. All right, so yes,
Murderhobo time.
Yeah, you bring forth Clangeddon's one of his most fearsome gifts for combat, and you feel yourself move with the god's power at twice your normal attack speed. That was
15.
15. Has anybody else got to go? All right, so the dragon, its enormous size. It's essentially double its size as to what it was before.
So is Roland, actually.
Yeah, but
Said
That's
so's
true.
Roland, actually. He's double his size.
That's true.
Yeah, unleashes hell upon Roland, who stands right before him. Two
Gonna
claws.
be good.
Aye.
Dodge well.
So the
I can't even see what's happening in there. It's like,
Yeah.
if I ran through that flames, I'd probably just die, like, immediately.
Yeah.
I think you just take fire damage.
Yeah,
But
but
a lot of it.
I'm already,
We're off to a great
I'm already
start.
pretty injured.
Heroes fail forward. You know, Fireball did nothing, fail forward. Growth does nothing, fail forward. Don't worry about it, man, with the heroes. We're going to fucking get through this shit.
Yeah, we've got plot armor.
Exactly.
You do not have plot armor. You do not have plot armor. Just make that clear, okay? Just so you know,
so many times, man.
do not
come on,
expect
what have
some
we
sort
done
of
right?
like God lifeline. It will not happen. We're playing by the book.
That's
Listen,
pretty
Jer
memorable.
is in the afterlife, and he's going to petition for the gods on our behalf.
It's still pretty memorable, though. Funny stuff happened.
Yeah, true enough. All right, so I know one of these, the bite's going to hit, and one of the claws is going to hit. But what I'm trying to figure out is...
AC -3. Fucking hell. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, I rolled a 12 and a 16, so like the
Fair
6
enough.
bite...
Yeah. Okay. No, if you say
It's like a 10,000 hit dice creature. Of course it fucking hits you.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Right.
So,
I've got my fucking hit point chart ready. Let's go. I'm glad I took that ointment and took your heals. Took your tokens. Let's go, man.
It's gonna hurt. Double damage. Maybe. Well,
I don't think natural weapons do scale up, you know. But just do the same small, medium, and large.
If
Natural
he's
weapons.
huge, does he not get the
If
debuff to try and hit something so small?
If somebody was
Maybe.
attacking me with weapons and they was using large, yes. But natural weapons normally no. It's just the
Okay.
same damage across all the
all right,
scale.
well, I'm going to look this up
Got
because this is obviously really important. So,
Yeah, you go for it, yeah.
This is life and death of Roland.
No, it's not, because it's worked, because it's definitely by my accidental, stupid miswisdom and error has actually maybe taunted him onto me for an easy target, giving him an opportunity for double damage.
He was always going to go for you because he considers you the leader of our little band because you hold the skull. So
Well,
we're all
still-
your servants.
Steal my thunder away if you like, I don't care.
No, you're welcome. Anything for you, brother.
It's all good, bro. You've got to have a laugh.
It's
It's
true.
in person.
Because at the end of the day, what else do we have?
no, the damage increases, dude. It definitely does. I mean, it says...
Okay.
It grows a creature or object. It says creature over and over again. It doesn't say like a man. You can use it on anybody, and it increases the damage for sure. It's definitely
Okay.
for sure. So, all right, so that's. But I think it's just the dice damage, though, right? We don't do. Yeah, strength, class, and magic are not altered, so it's just the dice damage.
It's always good to see the DM with such a smile on his face.
it's gonna fucking destroy
Roland
us.
takes 62 damage.
62. I've got fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I knew it.
I'm on 8 hit
The
points.
bite was
Fuck. I'm glad I just ointment.
yeah, was a really powerful attack.
I fucking screamed.
All right, so the enormous creature just with vengeance, rage. There's no glee in this creature. Mazniel is bringing his rage upon those who killed his mate, whom he never got to see again after 10 years of having been estranged from her. And
Right.
Roland takes
She was kind of a bitch. You're better off, dude.
Bro, over 50 points in one attack is an instant death save.
It's not one attack, though. It was 2 attacks. It was a bite.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that was lucky.
The bite was 48 damage, so.
Fucking hell. 48.
Yeah.
Come on.
So.
Yeah.
Close.
All right, so yeah, that's what I was actually asking. Like, oh, wait, what the bite was? Yeah, it was because I know the 50, you have to do a system shock or you die instantly. All right, so anybody else get any additional attacks?
It's the end of the round, isn't it?
Rolling 7th level, right?
Yeah.
No, roll and drink a
we'll get
potion.
Extras next round.
No, I drank a potion this round. That was my action.
Yeah. Just touch and cast a spell. Objectively heroic JB. Also known as a liar, clearly, by that title. Actually, that comes to really well, JB, when we use it. He's who we wish we could all be. So...
See, I provide an example.
That takes us through the end of the round, then. And let's get through declarations again. And we'll start on the skull side this time. Greyash, David, what's Greyash doing?
I'm gonna try and cast a spell, but I feel like this is... I'm gonna be waking up to whatever the result of this fight is.
Okay. And
Or not waking up at all.
Yeah. Those are the options.
And what about JB, Steve?
2 daggers. Gonna try to hit the same skull and at least get one of them down.
All right. And then let's go above the firewall. Roland just took a massive attack from this red dragon, which you were all so nonchalantly talking about murdering just moments ago. As you literally see, like, your intestines being held in by your giant diamond-encrusted belt. You wonder, what should I do next?
And what clutch my fucking WWF troll belt.
Arena is gonna fucking scream at Roland, like the scared wimpy little bitch that she is.
Fucking from
to use that fucking orb, because we all know it can be used to summon something.
Nah, man, it's gonna stay on me, and I'm just gonna tumble, and Tucky's gonna kill it because he's the Dragon Slayer. I'm the belt man.
Yeah, all right. A 24-foot tumbling... No, sorry. 12-foot tall tumbling Roland is very amusing to me.
It's very amusing.
What about... And is Tuck-Tring going to bring the four attack pain?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then Arena is...
poking a dragon with a toothpick.
Hey, you did something. It's not nothing.
Well, I will be on my cost -7 for the round. On 8 points, that's the best I can do.
Definitely need that.
Please roll low on the initiative of, like, a 1.
All right.
Maybe you should roll it then.
Yeah. Ugh. Why don't we... I mean, I kind of want to torment you and make Dom roll it, but let's let somebody else. Luke, you roll. You had a really bad roll earlier today. You're due for a karmic reflection.
Hey, I rolled a 19 on my hits. Why not?
I rolled poorly.
That's a 9. You didn't roll that
rolling a 19.
You've killed us all, man. You've killed us all.
Does not compare in any way to rolling 96% on a resurrection survival fail.
True.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
9.
So hard to do that. So you rolled a 9. Fortunately, that means that the Flames goals will be going first, and they surprisingly, they all kind of simultaneously, in unison, tilt the skull back so they're like at 45-degree angles, like sort of looking up, and then their jaws drop fully down, and they emanate a sound that's like, You're not sure what's happening, but something's happening.
See, when they didn't scream originally, I was expecting screaming, but now then I was expecting laser beams out the mouth for some reason in some kind of like fucking mass formation grid.
Same.
But now it's
same.
back to screaming. Fucking hell. Mad.
Well,
Gary
it's not
Gygax
dead
didn't fuck about,
yet.
did he, with his fucking monsters? You know, he didn't fuck about, did he?
How loud was
Shut-
it?
It's not like
It's not like
Was
they're
it your
calling for
ears?
everything on the floor.
what's that?
Not yet painful.
No, it's not yet painful. That's exactly right.
Hmm.
Maybe they're like blind and they're using echolocation like a
Have JB make a perception check, and let's do like a -4 because you're in a really difficult situation.
-4. Okay, so that's 13. 13 or better / worse. That is 13 exactly.
All right, so you notice that some of the wound, like you made these wound, like this wound, these two wounds, like on the skull. You can see that they're like the skull's starting to like reform, like the jaw like moves back, like it's healing.
Wow.
Gray Ash, they're healing themselves. Got to take them out one at a time, all the way down.
Okay.
It's Gray Ash is just hanging on for survival.
Walk it off.
So at least they didn't attack you right now. That was at 8, 9, 10, 11.
I go on 11.
Hang on. +4.
I go on 11 as well.
What did we
tumble.
roll? Sorry, I
I'm
got my
tumbling.
dog barking
Yeah.
at me.
I'm tumble as well.
All right.
9. Oh, yeah, 11. I'm on 11 as well. I cast a spell.
I would tumble, but if they got magic missile, what's the point?
Hey, I forgot about that, bro.
Magic
But I'm not-
first.
I'm not wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic-
A weird,
first.
a weird floating shield appears in front of me that you haven't seen before, but it's like sort of like one directional shield in front of me between me and the skulls.
Wow.
One direction.
Thanks, bro. That's really helpful for me.
It could be way worse for you than you think it is. Begged RNG.
Okay. So the shield goes off. What's next?
2 melees, myself and JB.
Yeah. All right. Let's do JB on the skull first because we're still on Skull Island right now.
All right. 20. All right.
Nice.
Let's see if I can one-shot this thing. I'm going to go for the same one that I hit before that hopefully still has some damage to
It
it.
does still have some damage. Didn't like all the way heal by any means, but it made you realize the urgency, you know.
But to the point at least where I can pick out, okay, I hit that one before.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is 3 and 4, so that's 6, 8, and 12, 20 damage.
Get it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you want to describe your kill? Good one.
All right,
Fuck.
as this thing was flying around doing its thing, I managed to come up on the side with one dagger and catch it in the empty eye socket, which I assume it's empty. Just a skull.
I mean, it's kind of a cool, like, picture, actually.
That is cool. Yeah. All right, so I got it in
Glowing
the
eyes.
in the glowing eye,
That's from the Monster
and
Manual.
sort of impaled on it. And then with my other hand, I brought down the blade in a down motion on the top of it and just went right through it. I hit like right on a seam.
Nice.
And the thing,
yeah,
I assume, just shatters into bone dust and it's gone.
exactly. And then of course, its flame now, like, essentially goes out, like its magical flame goes out,
Mhm.
and it falls dead to the ground. Stopping that particular sound, of course. That was what, 11?
That was
And
11.
now Arena is up
Yep.
north of the wall.
First attack of this round. That's another 19. I'm happy with this die today. So
Yeah,
it's
come
another
on,
-6. Come on, D8.
Arena deserves all the luck. Yeah.
5
She-
plus
she need
4,
lucky
9
sword.
damage.
Though it might be a small sword, it is plunging repeatedly into the dragon in gaps in its scales, doing damage.
Of a small sword.
That was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15. Doctrine! 4 attacks!
Push.
All right.
Also, it's okay.
That's a 19 on the die.
Jesus
Get
Christ.
That's an 8. That's an 8, so maybe, probably not. That's another 19.
It's armor class is not,
And that's an 11, so on the die. So the 2 19s absolutely hit.
Calculate the 8.
Yeah, so I'm calculating the other 2. Let's see. So because it's 1 and then 8, because that would be on the offhand, so that's +4. So the
nice tankard.
thank you.
8.
Renaissance Fair here locally.
So the 8 hit at AC 2.
That does not hit.
Okay, and then the
11 will be -1.
Yeah,
oh
the
no,
11.
it's the hand, isn't it?
We'll have different. So AC -2.
Negative
11.
What you need? Yeah, you need.
Okay, so I had 3.
That's great, man.
So 1, 3, and 4 hit.
I imagine Roland, like, because he was like, Roland is Tuctrin is like the killer, and Roland's like the dodger. And like Roland's like dodging around, watching this little dwarf like rush up to this
18
enormous dragon.
18 plus 18.
Blending it, man. Blender.
36.
32,000.
46 damage.
Jesus Christ, nice. All right, just
one more round like that. Let's go, Tuctrin.
And Tuctrin's training and strength.
Yeah. So the way I look at it is like Roland like tumbles out of the way, and I just kind of like, as he's tumbling over, I just jump. I just basically just take his place and just chop right in, so he can get away. Kind of a deal.
Fucking wall climb on the dragon with your axes. Hey. Fucking.
All right, so that was at 15, right? 16, and then 17. So Roland is like jumping all around, and Tuctrin from underneath cleaves into the creature's belly at unbelievable speed, and the creature screeches in anger and agony and turns his attention to the dwarf.
This is gonna hurt.
With its bite as it tries to claw and get a hold of Roland. So bite on Tuctrin. Oh, that's AC -7.
Oh yeah, that hits. Big time hits.
That would have killed me.
16, 19 damage on the bite from the bite.
Okay.
And then the 2 claws. Yeah. Roland jumps and leaps out of the way of one of the claws. Oh, and both miss. Roland tumbling, jumping, bouncing around, like doing acrobatic maneuvers. I just want to imagine him as being 24 feet tall. I understand he's 12, but in my mind, it's been 24 this whole time because that's what Luke said at first.
All I can see in my mind is Roland doing like the ray gun breakdancing from the Olympics.
Yeah.
The best part is, if Roland had drank the entire potion, he'd actually be 30 feet tall.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. So the dragon takes a nice bite out of Tuctrin, but Roland is able to dodge and weave around it and sense the tide turning, as the dragon is certainly hurt bad now, and maybe you're sensing even fear in the dragon's eyes. All right, so that was its initiative. End of the round attacks. Does Roland get an end of the round attack this round? 57?
I tumbled, didn't I?
Oh, you tumbled.
Arena does, however.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, get it. Light it up.
Do it.
Another 19. Did somebody weight this dice?
Hell yeah.
That's actually a sign of true randomness, that is. It's known as people, like, it can be tested. Yeah, carry on.
Another 9 damage.
Another 9. All right.
I've got a new set of die coming. One of our girls bought me some nice pretty pink die with dragons on them, and just waiting for them to come.
Nice. Yeah, I love dice so much. I'm using the Temple of Elemental Evil dice tonight. Actually, the set, like this little box here. Thought it'd be fun to kind of do that. All right, so yes, another plunge again, like Arena and the two smaller creatures, especially in comparison to this massive beast. Oh my God, Dom, I am so sorry. Well, how much damage did I say you took?
You did 19 on that bite.
So 16, 32. I'm sorry, 35 damage because I forgot to double it for the enlarge.
Oh my God.
That was 35 damage on the bite.
Laying
okay, so that's another 16 damage. Okay.
Now Tuctrin's tough, but
I'm still up. But ouch.
How great would it be to see Tuctrin tumble? A little dwarf
definitely
around.
not happening. That is definitely not happening.
Rocks on stone. All right. So yeah. You've hit it with a number of wounds. So it looks weakened and perhaps even afraid. Let's get to next round of declarations, and why don't we start with you, Luke? Actually, because you're still coming at it with the sword.
I'm changing it up a little bit. I'm going to drop my shield, and I'm going to pull out a dagger. So now I've got more attacks. So yeah, I'm going at it. Remind me how that changes my
chefing.
Yeah.
Another second weapon. Your dexterity impacts how effective you are. And do you have ambidexterity?
No, and I don't have a reaction adjustment. So what? That's -2 to hit or 4.
It's -6.
It's -2 in one hand and -4 in the other. I think.
Even if I've got proficiency with the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's ways around it, but you gotta really focus on the.
No, that's gonna shag me. I'm not gonna be able to get my hands in.
It's not worth it.
With the
it's not worth it.
Yeah, I had to build for it.
Yeah, you got to build for it. Like you have to build for it.
Got ya.
Luke, we can discuss Arena and making some adjustments if you'd like. Now that it's more of a permanent situation. All right. So the was Tuctrin once again going at it?
I'm all in, 100%.
Yeah. I could imagine you would be
either we got to drop it this round or it's going to drop me this round. So I'm all in.
What about Roland?
Thumball.
Roland don't care. And then
you're not going to come and put that mighty strength down on it, and there's 3 of us just fucking it up.
Yeah, you see, it's pretty wounded. But you also see your companion Tuctrin is pretty wounded, and now so is Roland. So, all right. Well, south of the firewall, though, Grash. I'll let you look like you're doing some calculations there. David, what's Grash doing?
Kid Chaos, he's doing his thing.
Casting a spell. You're muted if you're talking.
Casting spell.
Spiel.
Okay.
Spiel. Yeah.
Unobjectively not heroic, JB.
Take a new skull and stabby stab.
All right. Pete, why don't you roll us initiative this round?
Okay.
Roll good, bud.
I mean, I almost can't roll any worse than we have. So, 5. Look at that. Best roll.
As long as it's not 96%, you're fine.
5.
I rolled a 5.
All right. Anybody going 6?
Yes. Magic missile.
Nice.
Perfect. The skulls go simultaneous, but
oh no.
what did you do last round, David? Did we ever?
I casted a shield. I got a shield plugged in front of me. Funny shield thing.
Really good defense.
Okay. So, wild surge check. 17. Am I level 6 or 7 now? 7. +2 spell level. So that is 7, 8, 9. So it causes 9th. So it's 5 missiles? Jesus.
Hell yeah, dude.
1, 2, 3, 4. 22 damage against the closest skull.
Wow.
All right, what was the last one? Roll me 1d4. +1.
Another one?
Yeah, just roll me 1.
Oh, that's also 5.
Nice. Well, it's great that it's a 5 because you see the missiles flying at the skull. Unerringly perfect target, and they seem to just dissolve around some, like it is resistant to magic.
Oh.
All magic?
I think that's
I was hoping it was just like.
Hold on, let me make sure.
So
I might be doing this
magic.
wrong. You know what? I think I am doing this wrong.
But magic
I hope he's doing it wrong.
And magic resistance is anything that hits it, and then you just roll a percentage dice. And if it's that equal or less, then it doesn't work. Just goes bam.
Yeah. That's what some like.
And some
dragons
creatures
have
can
that.
have magic resistance up to 40%, 50%, especially demons and shit.
Yeah, I actually do think this works. Yeah, I think it does work. I think that the magic resistance works against this. I think Chris is right. These are magical bolts of lightning, essentially. I mean, magical bolts of energy, and it's magic resistant. So,
I can't do anything to them then. Okay.
4 of the 5 flame out. One crashes into the skull, doing a good considerable amount of damage. You saw JB take one out. It seems like if you can get a few good hits on it, they're not that strong, but they are regenerating and resistant to magic. So, all right. So that was at 6, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they all
then
go.
The skulls, their mouths were open. They were making that sound. They all stop making the sound and go in a strange sort of like simultaneous action. Literal fire, streams of fire 10 feet long out of their mouths in 2 short bursts, each one. So Graham has these 2 on them, and it goes like whoosh, 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 and like it shoots like these 2 bursts of flame. Each one of them does right at Greyash. And JB has one on him as well, and that one does the same. It still needs to roll to hit though, so it's not like an automatic thing.
Were the casters being individually targeted missile attacks? It's like, are they targeted? Is it like targeted at me, or is it just like an area attack?
It's targeted at you.
Okay.
Oh,
and funny things happen.
Good, let's do it.
Yeah. So instead of attacking me, it attacks a random creature within 15 foot of me. Because it's Horung's Baleful Deflector. The shield spells against all forms of individually targeted missile attacks, include magic missiles and other spells. Decide where the shield is. Does not protect against area effect spells.
Attack you. It will not attack you. Definitely, it will attack a random creature, not you. So what I'm saying is like you've got a pool.
Yeah, I think it can be me. The missile's target is determined randomly among all creatures within 15-foot radius of the protected creature, including the protected creature.
Okay, so then there's essentially 3. You have a 1 in 3 chance of any of the attacks not coming at you, essentially, because JB is. Well, actually, no. You know what? The The other one, so you have a 1 in 4 chance because the one that's attacking JB is actually within 15 feet of you.
Yeah,
the
it's
other
like this.
2 are within 15 feet of you.
But conveniently, JB's just outside of that range.
I'm 16 feet
actually.
away.
Yes, exactly.
like 20
that's
feet.
that's perfect. That's all we need.
According to the rules, that one person occupies a 5-foot square. So,
So
anyway,
technically, it's correct.
yeah. There's even though I know it seems like a really kind of weird cheesy thing. So why don't you roll 1d4 4 times, David, and if it hits a 1 on any one of those, then that's an attack that's on you.
That's fair.
1d4 4 times. It's 1 4 2 2.
Okay, so I still have to make an attack on you.
Yeah.
AC3. AC3.
AC3. I have AC3.
All right, the
would've
blast
hit.
of fire hits you. Are you resistant to fire at all right now?
No.
You take 4
Yes.
points of fire damage.
Okay. Jesus.
The-
I'm scared of my. Terrifying.
like I said, it's like a short burst, so it's like, oh, but then it's like it's over quickly. But it's kind of a crazy situation because they're just firing in every direction now.
Yeah.
I
guess they're immune to their own spells that bounce back at them. Whatever they do.
Yeah, and JB benefited from it as well because the creature was within the range. Or does it have to be somebody attacking you specifically?
I think it's specifically me.
Okay, so the one on JB shoots its fire mouth. Let's see, it's an 18 on the die. AC -3.
That would hit, yeah. I'm
I forget what it
-2.
is. The second one definitely misses.
Do I get a saving throw for half or
There's
something?
no,
or is this just
this
straight up
isn't a
fire?
saving throw. Yeah, this is just they just hit you with it. And that is 6 points of damage.
Oof. I am below 25%.
It could be worse. It could be Tarkus.
That's true.
Food badly. All right, so that was at 6. So 7.
So I go on 7.
Oh.
Am I within range of the one that Grey Ash actually hit with the magic missile? As in, can I stab that one? Because I know that we got to take these things out fast. So if I see one got damaged, I'm going to want to hit that one.
You've got ridiculous amounts of movement speed. Yeah.
Like, can I hit it on
You're
this
not
turn?
blocked. It's a small creature. You can run around it,
All right. I just want to make sure it's close enough that I can actually get to it.
Yeah, it doesn't have the ability to block you from getting to it.
All right, we are going to attack this thing then. That is a 17. I hit AC 0.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good enough for sure.
Okay.
Oh, shizo.
And that's going to be...
Sorry,
10 damage.
autism takes over sometimes.
How much you say, 10?
10.
Nice. All right, yeah, so you plunge one of the daggers into the side of the skull once more and flake off, bits. There's a hole in the side of the skull now. That was 7. Anybody else on 7?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Arena.
Right. Give me that next 19, or if you're really feeling kind, give me a 20. 18, close enough.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So -5.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, fuck you. A 1, so 5 damage.
Your character's like an angry fucking stabber.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I mean, she gets better rolls than
nightmare.
fucking Tarkus did. Tarkus was great with spells, couldn't swing a sword to save his life.
Tarkus is a terrible warrior. There's no doubt about it. I don't know why.
Yes.
He tried hard, but he just would miss a lot.
It was always the 9s, 13s, and 15s that just didn't get anywhere.
Yeah.
Always at the wrong time.
8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
11. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Could be the end of a dragon here. Let's go.
Could be. Could be.
We'll see.
We want 4 of 4, bud. Let's go.
That's a 16. That's a 16.
Yes.
That's a 2.
Oh. At least it's not a 1.
And that's a 17. So I got 3 again.
Yeah, so
Yes.
so the dragon, you can see again the fear on its eyes as Arena just just got it with a stab with her short sword, and then as she repositioned herself back in place, she plunged into it again, and the dragon has taken number of wounds, not just from you but from Arena as well, and you can it was desperately trying to get Roland but unable to, and you can see it like it squats down to like plunge to start to take off, to leap out of the room, to escape, to get away from JB's Jolly Bandits. Go ahead and describe your kill. There's no 16 hit points, so 3 attacks hit. You can.
I did 45, so awesome.
Oh, yeah. So it's a very.
So
macerate that fucker.
You have
so
vivisected
basically
this thing.
As I hit it, and it just kind of starts to fall because the first hit would have done enough. And it starts to fall. I just go right, like I hit it once, like say in like the leg, it falls down. Other 2 just right to the neck, and I just say, "You'll never eat another dwarf again. I will kill your entire race." Yeah.
Nice.
Jer sends his regards.
Well, I mean, that's why it died so quickly. It was hungry. You eat a dwarf, you're hungry again an hour later.
True enough.
So yeah, that's just what I do. I just hack into it until it's done.
And it is done. Epic. That was great. That was really good to turn the tides in a very difficult situation at the beginning. All right. So
2 more hits, and I was probably going to be done. So for me, on me.
I mean, it had 3 attacks, and it was going to make those attacks as it leapt away. It was going to do a tail sweep and 2 claw attacks and a tail sweep. So I was prepared to fuck you guys over hardcore if you wouldn't have beaten
On
him.
his escape, yeah.
Right.
The tail sweep sucks too, because then you got to make a dex check or fall down.
Well, I had 2 choices: either attack again or cast withdraw and cast a bunch of heal spells on myself, which I could have done, but then it could have attacked everybody else.
Who knows?
And still 2 or 3 hits. And
made
still,
the right choice
yeah.
in the final analysis. All
that
right,
two is scary though.
There are still, unfortunately, however,
Skulls.
your companions. Yeah, so
I could help next turn with that. I don't care about the wall
let's
of fire.
get around to the next turn. So
Yeah, I was going to say, does the wall of fire come down with the dragon dead, or was he not holding it?
no, the dragon was not responsible
Oh, boy.
for the wall of fire.
No, it's the demons.
Arabian Nights. Arabian. Sorry.
All right, so let's go through declaration. Why don't we go north of the wall first? Because I think that's important, just so we don't meta it too much. North of the wall, Tuctrin, Arena, and Roland. The dragon falls dead. Certainly, the treasures draw your attention, and you see the symbol to the earth, the glyph to air, which of course, will likely transport you to your next destination. But all that is secondary because you don't know what's going on right now with your companions, GB, which you might not really care about, but also Greyhawk, who you've come to love and respect because he's a good man.
I'm offended.
I kid
How high do you say this wall is? The wall of fire.
It's 20 feet tall. So the peak of the center of the archway is 30 feet. Like it's like a pointed peak. It kind of goes like and up like this. And that pointed peak is is 10 feet, from the top of the wall. Now, it's a bit of a sort of almost like a triangle space that's above the wall of flame.
Roland, have you got more of that potion? Can you make yourself even bigger and throw me through that hole? Go and check on our allies.
You could throw him through now.
I mean, if you feel you're strong enough to yeet me through there now.
If he lifted you up,
how about if you're small, if you're only a 5'2" person, I gambol, tumble through with you inside, do a double gambol with you, you tucked in me, kind of thing, like an acrobatic maneuver, tumbling maneuver. Tumble through the firewall and try and protect him as I roll through.
Yeah, she's only 5'7".
Roland wants Arena inside him.
Yeah, basically.
Gambol tuck. Was it drop?
Didn't realise Roland was into pegging.
You could try that. You could definitely try that. Yeah.
Roland's into anything if he's had enough to drink.
Just call me Smoky Bear. Don't play with forest fires.
He's got a lot of love to give. Nothing wrong with that.
We're talking about him receiving love.
Okay, so Roland's gonna encapsulate Arena inside his warm embrace and tumble through the fire. What's Tucktrin doing?
See, I would do that with them, but I'm not big enough to encapsulate anybody in anything. So I'm just gonna turn away from the dragon with the blood dripping off my axes, and obviously we know our companions on the other side of this wall. Last time lava pools, it was fire elementals, right? Or mephits. It was mephits, right?
Yeah.
So I can only assume that they're fighting something.
Smart assumption.
So I'm just going to charge through the wall.
All right. Now, all of this, I just do want to say that and I would counter argue that Tucktrin could encapsulate something, if he found a gallon crate or a gallon barrel of fine dwarven ale, I think he would be able to encapsulate that and get it through the fire. But that's secondary. So yeah, you run through the fire. Let me see here. I mean, I don't think it does anything to you, right? I mean, you're are you totally immune to fire?
No. So I am immune to normal fire.
Does it reduce the damage you take from...
I have 84 hit point shield against magical fire.
Well, that sounds like it's enough.
Yeah, right.
Fucking hope.
That's why I was I'm gonna fight the dragon because maybe it's just gonna breathe on me, and I have 84 points of fire resistance.
Yeah, Roland. What about Roland?
Instead, it tried to bite me in half.
Well, it was water, so its strength was in its size.
Right.
So Roland has the ring of fire resistance, or the effective ring of fire resistance.
But only 8 hit points, so I might die.
Says wait here, and I run through.
Yeah, I want to. Let's see here. Ring of Fire.
Who picked up the scroll of Dispel Magic?
Yeah, I'm wait here, search the treasure, and I just run through the fire.
Oh,
okay. That's just so. It really, really reduces the amount of damage you would take by a very significant amount. I won't tell you what specifically because who cares? You wouldn't know that.
Okay then. I use my last Kigman's ointment and then roll through.
Okay. On the other side, there are still... Wait a second.
That we know of.
There's still 3 skulls remaining. One is severely damaged. The other 2 are unhurt. They've been doing all kinds of crazy things so far. Howling, shooting flames.
I'm liking these skulls.
Firing missiles. It's all kinds of crazy stuff. and it doesn't seem like there's going to be any end until they'll put down. They seem relentless in their pursuit. So what's JB doing?
JB's going to try to kill the damaged one. One less to do.
Okay, and what about
with the roaring fire? I have no idea that the dragon's dead, so I have no reason to believe anyone's coming other than me and Greyash to get these things out.
Wolf in about 3 minutes.
All right, so why don't we go ahead? What's Greyash doing, David? You're muted, so nobody can hear what you said.
I'm gonna try and disengage and break line of sight on them.
Okay.
Is that ring that you have invisibility?
Yeah, I don't trust it'll work. Is the thing.
These are lesser.
I'm gonna say that Greyash is smart enough to recognize that they're way faster than Greyash, and he's not going to succeed at that.
Yeah,
We'll just move with you.
Do I feel like they're seeing me with their eyes, or are they just sensing where I am? Like, are they making an effort to look at
They're
us?
looking at you, yeah. Like, it seems like they're like, you doing a very human way of looking at you. Even though they don't
try the ring then. They're actually looking at me.
Shit.
All right.
Even with initiative.
So what is you're going to try to do? Something?
Yeah. I use ring.
Ring. Okay.
Man the ring and run somewhere.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Ding, yeah.
Why don't you roll initiative then, David? Since it's really important.
D10, yeah. 4.
No. Roll a D2.
Okay.
I got
4,
7.
5, 6, 7.
7, I turn invisible.
Magic goes first. You're lucky.
Oh.
You're lucky, but they all just turned to fucking JB.
Sorry, did you say that I should have
like 9
6,
health.
but I'll go after the magic.
Oh, go 6. No, JB's first then. JB goes on 6.
All right, I'm going for the one that's damaged because one less thing to blow fire at me again.
And what was the initiative roll?
I thought I heard 4.
Die, right?
4. That's
Okay.
4.
Okay, so that is a 17, which again is a 0. I hit that last time, so I assume I hit it this time.
Yes, you do.
Where's my other D4? There it is. Alright, big money, big money, big money. This is a 3, 4, 5, and a 1, 2, 7 damage.
All right, that'll be enough. So, yeah, you just, with one of them, bang the bottom of your dagger hilts, and the skull just explodes everywhere. Bits of bone and flaming bone sort of shoots everywhere. It doesn't hurt; it just makes you feel alive.
Of course it does.
All right, so that was on 6. Then 7, Greyash turns invisible.
And 7, I would come through the fire, right?
Yeah, so Tucktrin comes running through the fire.
As soon as I see Greyash turn invisible, I say, "Oh, that really is annoying, isn't it?"
So you would have taken quite a bit of damage. Oh, you're making it really hard for me to see my computer right now.
I rubbed my cogments on as well.
Was it just a wall of fire?
So yeah, it's the level of the spellcaster is 10, so it's 2d6 plus 10 damage. Magical damage. I'll just tell you what that is so you can retract it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Does that spell ever disappear?
It does.
Okay, so
Oh,
7.
we're in the same boat.
So 17 points of damage.
Okay.
I mean, does it have a duration beyond damage?
Oh, wait.
Well, it's
yes. It lasts for
like it has hours.
an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay, like plenty of time, basically.
Yeah.
But not.
Well, if the wall does a maximum of 22 damage, you can still take 2.5 hits from it. Anyway,
Right.
just run back and forward like a nutter. Do a Roland.
like a nuts up. I like that. That was very British. It sounded perfect. So
Arena Flame Tongue
runs through the fire. And you see, of course, JB.
No Greyhawk.
And no Greyhawk.
No
but
Greyhawk.
JB is there fighting. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Like in this moment, like JB just looks like really heroic. Is like standing there, like standing toe to toe.
Would you say objectively heroic?
Objectively heroic in this moment. Like he could be the object of a painting, right? Like so, he's like fighting off these two skulls seemingly on his own. There's no sign of Greyhawk anyway.
As soon as I see him come
Tucker
through the
hasn't
fire,
done anything except for run through the fire, right?
Well, yeah, because I didn't know what was happening on the other side of the
Like,
fire.
so
I
you-
assumed they were fighting like methods or something. So I'm gonna run through, and if I can hit something, obviously I will. But
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Why don't
Yeah.
you add a speed factor to your initiative?
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
right now, from like now. So you did the movement that added
Yeah.
3. Add your
Movement 3, and then I'll add another 6.
Okay, so you're going again in 6 more.
13.
Yeah.
So
So
13. Yep.
also at 7, I want to do one more crazy thing with these spells here because
He's like, I have toys to play with.
You know, I want one of these as a pet when I get my castle. Fucking imagine that flapping around. It's better than the blob.
You have to get yourself a wizard and you're good.
Nah, I don't trust him.
you know,
Apart from Grey Ash, otherwise known as Black Smoke.
oh, it's so funny. So it once again opens its mouth, and this sort of strange series of almost like pseudo magical noises come from from its mouth. Like it almost sounds like Grey Ash speaking magic, but in a sort of strange, echoey, and distorted, disturbed way. And they face at you where if you were looking at like an L shape, JB would be at the point of the L, and lightning bolts fire out of each of their mouths directly at you.
Mm.
So go ahead and make 2 saving throws versus spell. How'd those saves go?
Who's making saves?
JB.
Oh.
You're getting hit by lightning bolts.
I thought
Did I not just did I say something wrong? Did I not just describe like these two spells? JB.
I thought you were talking about the other two.
Hold
You
on,
said
what was
save
that?
versus spell.
2 saving
Yes.
versus spell, yeah.
All right, so I rolled a 15
I was-
and
I
a
was-
12. I made 1 save.
Okay, so take 16
I got a cat.
points of I also have a cat. You take 16 points of damage.
I am at -6.
All right.
Oof.
So JB is currently a smoking ruin as lightning bolts fire into him.
The new black smoke.
Literally the black smoke.
Just likes to steal everybody's names.
Ground. And of course, Tucktrin, you see this. Then that was at 7. That's all their actions. So let's go ahead and Roland, make a tumbling check.
Okay. Hang on, can I roll my hit points for Cogmans first?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, D4 plus 8. That's a 2. That's another 10. So I'm at 18 hit points. Now, do you want me to tumble or wait till next round?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it.
Some more, right. A 12.
I make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
should make
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay.
He's got
so,
like 18 decks.
No, I ain't. No, I got 15 decks, but I still passed.
So it's 2d6 plus 2 plus plus 10 damage. Roland is immune or takes much less. So what I'm going to do is Roland will take. Okay, so
What is it, like half save for a quarter?
well, he
So hit me with it. I can take 5 damage.
Give him a chance.
Here it says wall of fire 2d4. Oh no, okay, so it's 2d6 plus anyone passing through 2d6 plus 1 per caster, so that'd be 2d6 plus 10. But I was gonna say that and you don't get a saving throw for that, so the saving throw wouldn't matter, but all damage dice are calculated at -2 per die, and no smaller than 1. So it's, since that's a weird kind of thing, plus 10, I'm gonna say that's half, like you were saying, Dom, half, and then I'll do the dice. So it's 2d6, that's 1 and 1, so 2 plus 5, 7 points of damage, and Arena takes half of that.
Okay.
So 3.
Or 4. Yeah, the 3.
Solid 3 damage. You sure?
I always round down on damage, pretty much. So
Fair crack. Okay.
on like all sides, you know.
Good for the goose.
It's alright. I'd round up before I told you. Joking.
I don't care. You can. I don't care what he does.
I thought that was a good rule of thumb. Yeah. Bosh, I'll roll through. Hey.
Okay, yeah. So you roll through, and then go Tuxtron.
Okay. So I am going to just, whatever the closest one is, I'm going to start swinging at it.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 3. That didn't hit anything.
Bad luck, man.
That's a 15. So
That one's
Yeah,
dead.
that's good enough. Their
yeah,
AC
AC
is not crazy.
Yeah, AC minus 5.
It's not crazy, so you're almost always going to hit, basically.
Okay, and AC 1.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, all right. When you said it's not that crazy, I was thinking you were going to say like -2 or something.
No, I mean it's actually AC 3. That's why.
Okay, so
They're tough though. They got their
It's
own problem,
12,
as you can see.
22.
Look out, 2 players, so.
So 30,
Oh yeah, I mean you just
30 exactly.
You just destroy one. One is explodes before your axes.
Wow.
And there's only one left. It doesn't seem deterred or like there's any sort of morale involved with this creature. It looks like it's just got a single-minded
Right.
purpose. Seek and destroy. And let's just go ahead. Everybody's trying to kill this thing. Somebody's probably going to bandage JB. Maybe it's Grey Ash. In fact, you didn't even do anything last round, David. Did you want to have Grey Ash?
Well, I used the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to heal if I can do that as well as ring.
No, you can't. This is next round. So, okay.
Yeah.
We're just going to roll initiative. And if you guys win, then they go on a 6. If somebody roll a D10.
I'll
Oh,
roll a
dude.
D10.
Okay, I'm not rolling it. This is not. No.
A 3.
Okay.
Hey!
4. Anybody go on 4? 5.
Yeah.
All right, Arena. Don't think you'll kill it, but maybe.
Nah, I'm not likely to kill it, but I mean, the closest one, I do not care which. I don't know the situation, so I don't know. I'm supposed to be focusing fire.
Well, there's only
That
one.
will be. Oh, okay. Well, I've not been paying attention then. Shh. 14. So, AC -1.
Yeah, that's good
That'll
enough.
be
Go on.
12 damage. My max.
Nice.
Yeah, you chop a good piece off the top of its head. It goes clanking to the ground, shattering.
Scalp the bastard.
All right, yeah, you scalped it basically. So that was at 5, right? 6.
I heal myself.
All right.
6.
And it goes. Arena, just chopping its head off, takes 2 fire blasts from the thing. That's a AC -2 on the first one.
Yep.
And the second one's gonna miss.
Oh.
What AC? Oh, is it that bad?
I rolled a 6. It was like AC 9.
Do I get a save?
No, you do not.
Okay.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Got you.
Okay, and that was at 7.
No, that was at
6.
That was at 5.
That was
7
at-
I attack.
That was 6. That was at 6.
6.
7,
Okay,
go.
7. Swat! First to fucking attack this game. Right, D20. 16. Fucking that's got over it.
Right. Go ahead and describe your kill, because you're gonna kill it. You cannot not. You do
Yeah.
plus, right?
Yeah.
Just like
so
8
basically-
damage before rolling a die.
as I'm still coming out of my tumble maneuver, I stand up with my sword, and as it like kind of flies out like a scabbard in a cool way, and I grab it and like baseball swat it. And it fucking just shatters into like billions of pieces.
And so it does, bringing an end to a battle much more difficult than you expected initially.
No.
After a bit of time, the flaming wall does come down. Greyash is healed. JB's... Well, I don't know. Is JB brought back? I think he is. JB is
Somebody
brought...
would have got
I
to him.
assume
Yeah.
nothing.
Let me take a quick piss, and then let's do the treasure and stuff. I mean, I know like this would be the normal end of our game time, but you guys just killed these guys, so let's loot.
Guys,
Somehow.
2 sessions, 2 fucking dragons. Let's go.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Can
fucking-
can we have?
They're fun.
And it
Can
was
we have
That's what help.
Will I hit level 9 when we
After
total
your
up this
piece.
treasure? Oh, we have a
After
new
your
GM.
After you piss, can we?
ask
Can
him when
we
he gets
check?
back?
We got a new GM. He's cute.
Has he gone?
Yeah, he's gone. He's replaced by Cat. Don't trust that cat.
Can we
It's gonna
recap the
summon
treasure
some
from before
enemies.
as well? Because we've done like two or three sessions with some good
The
loot.
treasure from before. It was like
The other dragon
let's see.
treasure.
There's like mirror 4,000 gold, 12 onyx, 12 rose quartz, 4-star rubies, a massive ruby, ring of warmth, +2 short swords, defense braces of AC4, Word of resurrection,
I
potion
got
of
a
ring written down.
levitation,
Ring of warmth. What was next?
short sword +2,
Short sword +2.
braces of defense AC4,
Bod. AC4.
potion of levitation.
Because you specifically took notes of this last session.
Yeah, but it's been like a month or two, and I've lost the
I
first
actually
paper.
have. I actually have
Well,
the notes right here.
stop
Hang on,
misplacing your
look,
shit.
look, let's let him carry on. Pot levitation, yeah, go on.
Dagger, fine dagger +2,
Which
which I
I
think
already
JB
used.
had.
I'm
Yeah,
already
Dagger
using.
JB had that. Dagger
Potion
+2.
of polymorph self
Yeah, I got
Suit of
that.
chainmail.
and chainmail +1. Yeah,
You can't help yourself, can you, Luke? What was it? What is it on? Suit of chain mail. Suit of chain.
chainmail +1. Yeah,
Suit of chain +1.
and there was like
Anything else?
933 gold and 2,300 silver.
Okay, but everybody else is keeping. I'm only interested in the magic, the gems and shit. Everybody else is keeping that in there, logging that.
Somewhere.
Well, Bamba must be because he knows everything every time we mention it.
Yeah, I've got like 7 notebooks filled with treasure and shit, so I've got it written down on my.
So when we go back,
yeah.
so when we
That's
go
some
back,
stuff
Luke,
I've missed.
or Bambat, will you be able to recap the exact amount of gems and shit we all get, and the gold and everything?
Yeah, I got most of the gems down.
Okay then, so I don't need to worry about logging that, just the treasures. Okay.
Arena is, however, now that she's a permanent part of this crew, taking that short sword +2.
Right, short sword +2 gone. Right, did you take? Did you? I had the polymorph potion and the potion of levitation because I'm a pot mad, because I'm a drinker. Who took the search chainmail?
Just chainmail +1, probably no one.
Right, that's in the pot then. I'll put that into the pot, into like the bag. You know what I mean? Into the main bag. Bring a warmth. Do you mind if I wear that?
Go for it.
Yeah, you can keep that. Well, yeah. Unless we go somewhere that's actually like freezing cold, because then I don't think it matters that much. I get combat negatives if I'm cold. I don't want to be cold.
Give it to Arena. Are you going to carry on playing Arena or not?
I think I'm full on rings anyway.
I think Arena has some potential. And I'm being
It really does, doesn't she?
Yeah, I love her. Right, give her the ring then. If we're going to, let's beef her up. Ring of warmth off to Luke. Whoosh, gone.
I don't know, braces of AC4 better than my braces. Why wasn't it?
Yeah, Teo's better upgrade, man.
I swapped my AC4 for my AC5 for the AC4 braces.
Yeah, right. Swap them down then. Nice. Swap to 5.
So
I'll put
JB,
them in my back.
You get 11 hit points, JB.
Oh, nice one. Right, so A5. So then bods are gone in the bag. Basically, if I go out on the town on the piss and I don't wear my chainmail, I wear the brace of defense on my +5.
So if I did that before the fight, that guy wouldn't have hit me.
So doesn't Arena? Because would Arena benefit from search chainmail?
All of you are having this discussion, and
Arena's
perhaps it is important to you. But JB has other things on his mind as he's healed, and you know, a wound is a wound. A giant pile of treasure is always an attraction. So everybody's having this conversation, and JB starts to notice all of the. So there are so many coins. I'm just going to tell you the treasure.
Yeah.
The treasure real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
26,576 copper.
Yes.
Sorry, what?
26,576 copper. I don't know if I've ever like found that much coinage in a game. Like
the thing is, in Dungeons and Dragons, it was 200 copper to a gold. You say
it's worthless, I know, but it's so many coins.
Go on, yeah.
11,234 silver.
Wow.
It's like we found 25 pillowcases full of pennies.
But let's take this to the North Post Office and cash it in penny by penny.
That's insane.
2,114 electrum.
Wow.
5,678 gold.
Okay. Gosh, that's a lot of gold.
Bed.
455 platinum.
What? That's a lot.
I already gave you all the gems in the silver coffer with the rubies.
You are?
Yeah, remember he gave you that silver coffer with the rubies that had all the gems that you were to deliver to.
Oh yeah.
And we decided to just keep them.
Yeah.
This guy was rich.
A gold necklace set with jet. Pete, go ahead and do an appraisal roll.
Gold necky. Jet.
Set with jet.
Yeah, Blackstone.
Actually, do 6 appraisals because these are all special things.
6 appraisals. Okay.
And you can do a little bit of XP. Do a little XP mining.
Intelligence 14.
Bob never gives me XP.
Well, I get XP
because you're constantly putting work on his shoulder.
In all seriousness, though.
10 and 4. 9 and 4.
I probably
9 and 2. I made all 6.
All right, actually, Chris, you're right. I should give you more XP. You get lots of XP from hit dice, though.
That's true.
You have lots of good ideas and lots of good role playing. And
I get XP when I steal things.
You're right. You really are right. Everybody here deserves more XP. Like,
bless you.
So I honestly, I think everybody does a great job. All right, so there is a gold necklace set with jet that's worth 600 gold pieces. There are 3 silver rings, all intricately carved. One is worth 125 gold pieces. One is worth 245 gold pieces. One is worth 575 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you tell me again what was the gold necklace set with the jet worth?
600.
600 gold.
Okay.
600 pingos.
I love this item. Like, I would just like to have this if I was a character.
Yeah, I'm like that. I'll keep stuff.
A platinum chalice set with emeralds worth 3,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
You remember, Chris? Rock had a special thing, but he left it at their house. Remember, they had that house that they built?
Yeah.
He doesn't carry it on him.
I think Roland should get to keep the chalice if he pays for it.
Yeah, I love that in belts. Anything to do with drinking and belts. Fucking, it's big.
Well, keep in mind, we have our drinking hoard, Roland.
Oh, yeah?
A gold gilded shield with a red dragon painted on it. It's an ornamental object. It's not a usable shield. It's a gold gilded shield. So it's not like meant for it's ornamental.
It can't take a hit, but it looks
it's
pretty on the wall.
worth 225 gold pieces. It's like an art piece.
Yeah.
But I could put that on my wall in my castle.
Yes.
Yeah, I could put that on the wall in my castle.
Like because as a Clangeddon area, because like I could go. This shield is from when the mighty Tuckadrin, he did kill the dragons. Put that up. Like his little drinking area.
This is
it was Tuckadrin.
There was like a religious sort of conversion battle for Roland's soul between Tarkus and Tuckadrin, but Tarkus died, and so like Clangeddon has proven to be like the superior warrior god in a weird way. I almost like how it kind of played
out. Yeah, Tarkus just looks down from his heavenly plane, just disappointed. All these years he spent with Roland trying to convert him, and Roland just second Tarkus dies, like, oh, Clangeddon it is. Clangeddon it is.
I still keep
Roland says no as he's building a shrine to get in right now.
That's right, as it should be.
Both gods will get a shrine. Both gods get a shrine.
All right, but here's the best part, guys. You get 5 magic items, and I would be the one to roll from the treasure table, but I'm gonna let you guys roll from the table. There's a special table in the book.
One each then.
To roll randomly from, and I get to choose 5 for this particular monster. So I'm gonna let you guys each roll, since there's 5 of them. Okay. So Luke, why don't you go ahead and start? Roll me a
D100
percentile, yeah.
35.
Oh, neat. Okay, so you find a golden ring with etchings of stars all around it.
I know what that is.
Okay.
Golden ring with
etchings
of
stars.
JB, do you want to?
No, I'm not going to give it away because it just spoils it. It's pretty my style.
David, why don't you roll one?
What does am I rolling? Hundreds, is it?
Because I know Bamba. It'll be straight in the DMs book, looking up the magic item. That's what I'll be doing.
No, I don't do that.
No, I'm not rolling from the. I'm rolling from the. This is the chart, a special chart in this module. Like,
yeah, but I got a feeling I know what that ring is.
84.
You might. It's a cool item. I don't know. Wow. Okay. This one you actually know what it is because you open up a scroll case and Greyash finds a scroll with 5 magic user spells on it.
Wow, 5 MUs. That's really powerful.
Fucking A. And there's some good ones too. Firewater.
Firewater.
Flaming Sphere.
Wow.
And here it comes.
That's good intelligence.
Chain Lightning.
Fuck.
Chain Lightning.
That's a 6th level spell. Sequester,
No idea.
and Volley. I don't know what those spells
No idea what any. I think volley allows you to
Volley.
just throw loads of arrows about from a fucking quiver or something.
It's their 7th level spells, so they're not nothing.
It's a mass battle spell. It's a bit shit, I think. Sorry. But I think
Well, they probably would do that. I don't even. It's not even in the player's handbook. So,
It will be in Spells and Tomes, I'm sure.
it'll be somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it'll be in one of these.
I think you cast it on an archer unit, and when they fire at something, it does more damage. I could be completely wrong.
What's it called again? What did I just say that was?
Volley.
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 Cadmium.
Valium.
I think it's just kind of interesting. I want to. And then let's see here. Who's next up? Hey Dom, why don't you roll one?
All right.
Sequester allows you to hide a willing
12.
creature or object away. Safe from detection for the duration.
A 12. One, two.
So this is a good one. So you
A shrinking potion. Fuck.
there's like there's like a floppy sort of fop hat with like you know like feather accents. Looks to be a fine quality.
Gosh.
All right. Let's see here.
A posh hat. I'm just going to write down posh hat.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Posh hat.
All right. So
With feather plus feather. Hello, little girl. Look at my hat. Sorry.
yeah, Chris, you want to roll one?
D100. That was my evil Victorian, by the way. Voice. 50. 55.
Wait a second. Volley is a lost spell. It just says lost spell. That's the entry in this. Literally, Volley. Lost spell. It's all it says.
Give him another spell, Rob.
Lost spell.
Give him a good spell.
Crazy. It's a C spell turning. We should see.
You mean it's lost as in non-available, not there, as in we look.
When
for
a
the
spell is
cat, but it was
cast upon the
lost.
recipient of the volley spell, the spell is automatically bounced back at first.
Oh, there
The
you
whole
go.
spell is bounced back as long as the recipient of volley is within the area of effect. If the spell doesn't have an area, but rather it affects multiple targets like hold person, only the recipient of volley is protected. When the spell is bounced back to the original caster, he is entitled to a saving throw to send it back to the original target, and it goes on until either party fails a save. When one of the
That's
two
a
fails,
perfect Greyash spell. That's a wild spell. That's a
Physical
wild
chaos. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I'm putting that in the wild magic. Like that's a wild magic spell, right?
So Rob,
exactly like
I don't know.
this is what it says. So spells in the wizard compendium, and there's any of the spell compendiums that say lost spell, were actually spells that were introduced through the dungeon magazines.
Yeah, it's in the Dragon magazine.
And basically they were removed because they were thought to be overpowered, unbalanced, kind of busted.
I thought it was shit.
So apparently in the beginning of that book there's a preamble that explains that. It says in every volume there's a preamble explaining that the rarity category beyond unique, and they're usually spells that have been removed from AD&D due to being absurd or game wrecking.
Wow.
The 7th level spell, though, like it's got to be breaking.
Well, spending
7th
45 minutes.
I don't think it's any more
volley is ridiculous.
I don't think it's any more game breaking than any other powers any of us have got.
It's a 7th level spell, dude.
I'm fine with it, and it's on a scroll. I think it's great.
And it also makes perfect sense just for David's character, like
exactly
weird ass fucking wild magic spell, basically. All right, so
not only a wonderful historical point there by Tuckdrun, but also a very relevant agreement there that it is really chaos magic, ain't it? So it totally fits.
And also makes sense that we found it in the Temple of Elemental Evil.
total.
Yeah.
Chris, go ahead and roll one.
I rolled 55, didn't I?
Did you?
Yep. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It was
Five.
Tuctron rolling next, I believe.
No, I already rolled. I got a foppish hat.
Oh yeah, no, it was.
You got Laszlo's
And
And I
crooked
did
head.
my Victorian voice.
Yeah,
just
it
to make
is.
sure
It
everybody
is
remembered.
Roland.
Oh,
All right.
Right,
Well,
I'm
you
keeping track
find
somewhere.
Roland
You already
finds
had
a quiver filled with arrows that you'll
shit.
quickly deduce has 10 plus 2 arrows in it.
Okay. Over to JB. There you go. Then here you go, JB. Flick him onto him.
Sorry, it's random what you roll. You never know.
Yeah. You
Thank
got
you.
it.
Pretty
I will
good.
take those plus whatever I roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you just gave me a gift. I don't have to give you nothing.
Let me
I
just use
gave you
my
the
orb
gift of my
to
presence.
to
I
command you to
rolled
give me everything you
32.
want.
All right, this is kind of a fun one. It's a potion, and on the label of the potion is a sort of a caricature, like a very very simple drawing of like the side of like someone's head, like a silhouette of a person's head with their mouth open and fire shooting out of it.
Ah.
Roland, I found your
Fire
next
brew.
cocktail.
What?
I found your next cocktail.
Nom, nom, nom.
You give it
Chuck
to
it
Roland.
over.
Yeah, I'll give it to Roland. Why not?
Fair swap. There you go.
So
10
that's
arrows.
pretty clearly a potion of fire breath.
Yes, I'll pop that in my pot list.
That's fun. That's a fun little thing.
I
All
mean,
right,
I'd give it to
so,
the dwarf, but that's already his breath, so you know.
So you found me. We're gonna wrap up.
Yeah, your mom really should bathe.
It's very late for the Euro folks. And maybe we'll save. We've had such a great peak here for this session, so we'll save the any journey into the beyond for next time. But why don't we go ahead and do XP because all right, so the combined monster total is 18,000.
Wow.
Divided by 5. Somebody's probably gonna do that faster than I will. Like,
Well, what was it? How much? I can't hear you very well.
18,000 was, but it was divided by 5.
3,600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the hit dice.
And it is, yes, that is
372,000.
34 hit dice.
How much?
34.
34.
Rob, while the dragon was talking to the red man, did I successfully move silently and hide in shadows? I assumed you rolled that for
Yeah.
me because I didn't. Roll
Yes,
that.
you did. You
Okay,
did.
Cool.
And you successfully heard noise.
Cool.
Sometimes I'll just throw in an ability that you would just automatically try to do. Because, like, if you hear someone distantly speaking and you're moving silently and hiding in shadows, I just kind of feel like your instincts would take over and you would maybe listen. So I didn't want to call for it because then I'd be like, and then I revealed to you that they were speaking in Draconic. You know what I mean? So, like, it kind of gave you something, but so you got a little something out of that one as well.
I am.
And I hope everybody
definitely gonna hit level 9 after I tally up this treasure.
Oh God, right? The treasure.
That'll be great because then you can name your thieves guild JB's Bandit Guild people, and we can have a new fucking name, right?
So salty.
Well done, JB, man.
Yeah, really, guys, great session all around. So I'm gonna give you also, like, let's see here.
Thieves fly up there, down
The
there.
2 red dragons.
Maybe
They
we could be the
fly.
Midnight Syndicate.
And really, that whole thing was so fun. That whole really last 2 sessions, I think, that's just great D&D combat. So I'll give you guys an extra 1,000 for each, so 2,000 XP each for everybody. For just, I mean, you basically just defeated the lords of this particular
Wow.
level.
Before-
I mean, there
before
are
you-
other
1,000 for
there's-
each dragon, or 1,000?
No, 2,000 total. 1,000 extra each for.
Do I get any
2,000
XP?
everybody
for using,
gets 2,000 more XP.
Okay.
Do I get any XP for using fire building to burn Luke's character?
You
I
used
mean,
the
yeah,
skill,
you-
so technically,
If you, yeah, I think that's fine. If you build, you're saying you're building like a, Yeah, of course. You should all be doing that. Like, please do it. Like,
The irony being, if we wanted to give Luke a Tarkus a proper like cremation, we could have just put him down.
What about Tumbly?
I have this philosophy about like you guys should all be trying to get those little XP things because I just really have this philosophy that in.
What about my tumbling idea to tumble through with the?
I'll start fletching arrows.
You give yourself XP for every time you tumbled.
What's the XP for a skill check? 200.
No, it's the
50.
what are proficiency checks? I'm given 50 or is it 25? I forget. Guys, can you remember?
25 on my paper. But...
Okay, so 25 every time you successfully do a proficiency check.
Okay, yeah, cool. Okay,
yeah, and like you just got to make it role playing, but like that's just try to make it a role play thing. I thought that was awesome what Roland was doing. That was a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Cool. Actually, I will give you an extra 100 for pulling Arena through the fire. I think that was a good idea. That was a really good idea. I mean, especially because Luke just lost a character.
I mean, I could have stomped through the fire without a problem. I had enough hit points. But
R.I.P. Tarkus.
I was thinking, throw me over the top.
Is Arena neutral?
Arena is neutral evil. Arena's
my new best friend in this group.
Yeah,
y'all are kind of boring
in the group now.
There's two evil characters here. Everybody's just okay with it.
Trust me, it pained my soul to heal JB just now.
The thing is, though, is
every time Tarkus did
right? Like
anything for JB, there was a battle inside me whether my God would allow it or not. Literally.
Well, and I think there's lots of justifications for it. First of all, like you're in the dungeon. What is the law of the dungeon? You know what I mean? You're fighting.
Don't split the party.
Not really. Don't split the party. That is one. But then also like it's a means to an end. In a certain sense.
On Tarkus's character sheet, there is a tally of good deeds and bad deeds from JB. And if his bad deeds ever got too high, his spells would just stop working for JB. Like, that's a rule I'd come up with for roleplay purposes. Like,
that's awesome.
If he's a bad guy, my God will not heal him.
I like to think I'm walking the line pretty well.
The Jair thing was the evilest thing that JB has done so far. But I also
think Arena's here for it.
Cool about this game is like the characters are evolving and like become more real, and that's why it's awesome. Like I mean, from my standpoint, I thought that was great roleplay by Pete. Like that's awesome.
No,
I mean, I'm making fun of it, but I mean that's exactly what you want is for the characters to become like have moments that like really define who they are, like Roland Raven's blood, wearing the fucking thing. Like those moments are what the game's all about to me. So anyway, great game. I'm gonna call it quits. Next week, everybody feeling good?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let me check.
What's the date?
The date would be
24th. It may be questionable for me because I may be working that Friday. I have a new job. I'm working security, so I was supposed to work tomorrow. But it was postponed. I'm working Monday instead. But next weekend I've got work, maybe on the Friday, so I may have to cancel because I'll have to bed early.
Okay, bro.
But I'll keep you informed once I know. You'll know.
All right, sounds good. Hopefully we can all make it. Anyway, it was great fun, and to all who are out there watching this shenanigans, we appreciate you.
Yes, every one of you.
Really, every literal one of you. No, there's several people. There's lots of really cool people actually that are been commenting and stuff. Really appreciate it. Anyway, good night, everybody.